Okay. Brian. B-R-Y, number 17, the letter Q. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Ethan Morley.
We have your pregame show for the American Fort Cavemen versus your Pleasant Grove Vikings.
What can I say about this game? It's historic, 60-plus years in the making. It's the old red versus blue. It's going to be an awesome game.
Yeah, Ethan, definitely one of the most competitive rivalries in high school sports. What players should we be on the lookout for this week?
Oh, from AF side, Devin Downing, one of their star receivers, a BYU commit, 933 receiving yards and 11 receiving touchdowns. Insane numbers from this kid. And then on the PG side, for players that we should definitely watch, is Evan Robinson, who definitely had a breakout game against Skyridge. Crazy numbers. Amazing to see that kid play.
Wouldn't be surprised if he came to school tomorrow in a back brace from carrying the team. Now, returning from injury, we have Jaden Maldonado, who, from our sources, say he's going to be playing outside linebacker.
And then one of the unsung heroes of this PG offense is Mickelson. We haven't talked about a whole lot this year, but he has put up some crazy touchdown numbers. He's a really tall receiver, great hands. Dude's got some awesome passes.
Yeah, Kale's a phenomenal athlete. Be on the lookout for him during basketball season. Now, something that isn't often mentioned in football is the kicker position. But last week, the kicker position for Pleasant Grove absolutely nailed it. He went 4-for-4 on PATs. That's not a Wendy's meal, that's his stats. He went 4-for-4 and absolutely carried the Vikings to a victory as they won by 1 point against the Skyridge Falcons.
You can see how important that is because earlier in the game, the Skyridge kicker missed their PAT, which screwed him over for the rest of the game.
Moving on into other sports, the Pleasant Grove girls volleyball team, #1 in the state right now.
Oh yeah, they're...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
We have your rivalry broadcast right now as the Pleasant Grove Vikings are playing the American Fort Cavemen. And let's get to the action right as the game's already started right behind us, so let's get to it. So the first play for Pleasant Grove is a first down. They're going to be taking the ball out around the 45-yard line. Back for Pleasant Grove today, we have Jaden Maldonado in the lineup, but he's going to be playing outside linebacker to our PGSN insiders. Caleb Campbell's going to hand it off up the middle, and it's going to be about for a no gain. Number 32, Porter Connors with the carry there.
Well, trying to stick with the run game there. Pleasant Grove doing what they did so well against Skyridge to upset them last week, but doesn't go for anything, leading to a 2nd and 10.
11:28 left in the first quarter. Game just getting underway here. Vikings received the first.
Linebackers into the backfield and able to dump it off to Rex Connors, who fought for extra yards and got a first down.
Vikings are going to be taking up on the 44-yard line into American Fork territory. American Fork coming into the game 4-3 on the year.
Ranked 7 in the state.
Pleasant Grove ranked number 4 in the state, coming into the game 6-1, coming off a great win last week against Skyridge, winning by 1 point. So Campbell, he's going to be under center. He's got Porter in the backfield again. He's going to do a counter to Rex Connors, and he's going to be tackled for about 3 yards.
Well, sticking with the run game there, trying to get him with a little misdirection. Doesn't get much, and marked down for a gain of 0 there.
We'd like to give a big shout out to our student section tonight, clad in neon, those mighty true and blue Vikings tonight. About 20 of them showing up, but we'll expect more will trickle in throughout the game. Here, wait, that can't be right. 3rd and 9, excuse me, for the Vikings. Big 3rd down here. First drive of the game. Campbell in shotgun, got one to his left, trips out to his left as well. Campbell's going to get the snap. He's going to roll out to his left. Looking downfield, he's going to throw it. Caught by one of the Mickelsons there for about 5 yards when they needed 9. Number 22, Cale Mickelson. Thank you, Tanner.
Caleb Campbell just trying to get positive yards there. Doesn't quite get the first down, but that connection between him and Cale Mickelson has been huge this year. We'll see if they can connect for big play later on in the game.
So Pleasant Grove's going to punt this one away. Number 17, Evan Robinson. Stick around during halftime. We have an interview with Evan coming up at halftime. Evan Robinson coming into the game, the king of the fake punt, Tanner. Something I've never seen done before in football.
It was a very interesting play.
Let's see if PG can pin them down inside the 10 here. And the play is called dead for a reason I don't know yet. There's no flag on the field, but the ref's taking the ball back. Delay of game on the Vikings, so they're going to be taking this one back for about 10 yards. You think they did that there to give more space?
See if Evan Robinson can put it inside the 20 here.
Should be no problem for Evan. Evan's going to boot this one away, a little low hanging. It's going to bounce it around the 15, bounce down to the 12-yard line and fielded by Cale Mickelson right there. So the American Fork offense, led by wide receiver Devin Downing, is going to take up shop around the 12-yard line. Yeah. Beautiful view of the Timpanogos Temple here from the American Fork press box. Tanner, do you know why they have a view of the temple here?
I have no idea. Do you have any clue?
I just think they really need some spiritual enlightenment occasionally. All right, so the Viking defense is going to try and clamp it up here. Quarterback's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it up for about 5 yards. Number 4, Mad Dog Madsen with the carry. Yes, that child's name is Mad Dog. I can't tell you why his name is Mad Dog, but that is his name.
It's a pretty interesting name, if you ask me.
Original, yes.
One of a kind.
Definitely into the top 10 name list this year so far in the season. Mad Dog's going to get the snap. He's going to hand it up the middle. Running back's going to bounce out to the left and get absolutely eaten for breakfast by the Viking defense.
And on the tackle there, number 17, once again, Evan Robinson, alongside Spencer Tattioli.
The Viking student section is slowly multiplying here, as there's no longer just 7 students now, there's about 30. And they look freezing. It looks really cold out there. Mad Dog Madsen in shotgun. He's got one out to his left and one out to his right. He's got a fullback. He's going to motion number 6 across. Mad Dog claps his hands and gets a snap. He's going to throw it out to his right. And no good. Broken up on the play by number 2, Caden Bishop with the coverage there. Targeted receiver for American Fork, number 5, Gabe Shipley.
Well, the quarterback there trying to get the inside guys to bite on the run, and they all did. Leaves the receiver open, but Caden Bishop able to knock it out of his hands, leading to 4th down as American Fork's punter takes the field.
4th and 2 for American Forks. 3 and out there for the Viking defense. Back to receive for Pleasant Grove is Rex Connors and Matt Smith, having great years, both of them in there. Matt in his senior year and Rex in his junior year. The punt's going to be up and sky high up to the stadium lights. It's going to be fielded by Rex Connors at about the 30. He's going to take it out to the 40. He's got room to run. Still on his feet. And bouncing off tacklers and tackled around at the 45-yard line.
Well, Rex Connors so far coming in this game has had a pretty solid year. Last week we saw him have 2 pretty amazing stiff arms.
If you don't like those stiff arm plays last week, you don't like football.
Yes, indeed.
So the Viking offense is going to be taking up shop here around the 45-yard line. Caleb Campbell off his injury this week, back in for fresh legs.
Evan Robinson also in on the field, who could make anything go long ways. Let's see what he does.
Caleb's got Dane behind him and Evan in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Evan up the middle. Evan's going to take it out to his left and right at the center of the A for American Fork, at the 50-yard line for about 5 yards.
Pretty solid blocking there from the Pleasant Grove line. Gives him a good hole to go through for a solid 5 yards, leading to 2nd and 5.
2nd and 6, Tanner. Get your stats right.
Well, my bad.
We apologize for Tanner. Caleb Campbell's going under center. American Fork defense showing blitz. He's going to hand it up to the Connors. And that's going to be about a 1-yard gain on the play.
Well, Coach Wooten out there trying to keep his strategy, the heavy run, but nothing showing up there as American Fork blitz both edges.
It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Pleasant Grove Vikings here as the AF student section tries to get loud for this rivalry game. And the Pleasant Grove student section is standing there freezing. Campbell, he's got 3 fullbacks to his left. He's going to roll out, that's Evan, to his left, and get sacked big time there from the AF defense. And it looks like it's going to be another punt here for Pleasant Grove.
Well, Pleasant Grove trying to catch AF's defense off guard, running the Wildcat there with Evan, but AF's just trying to contain this run game so far, and he's done pretty well.
5:24 left in the first quarter. 0-0 both sides. 4th and 6. Always be on the lookout for a fake punt with this Viking punt team. Evan's going to get the punt, and he's going to kick this one high up and away. And it's going to be waved off and bounced forwards toward the 30-yard line and down there.
Evan Robinson punted it pretty high there, but not a good bounce for Pleasant Grove. Good bounce for AF there. Sets them up around the 30-yard line to start their drive.
Cavemen taking the field here. Offense led by quarterback Mad Dog Madsen and Devin Downing. Oh, Devin Downing, D1 commit wide receiver to BYU. As you may hear, You Gotta Fight for Your Right by the Beastie Boys playing in the background. It's a great song. So quarterback Mad Dog Madsen is going to take the field here for American Fork. He's going to motion a receiver across his middle. He's going to fire out to his right. Number 3 with the ball carry, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Parker Jackson with the reception.
Well, AF there trying to get the defense to shift over to the right following the motion, and quite a few guys do. Leads to a 5-yard reception there.
Good read there by quarterback Mad Dog Madsen, a 5'11 sophomore standing tall at 165 pounds. Mad Dog's got trips out to his right. He's going to fake the counter out to the right side, and that's going to be eaten for lunch this time by the Viking defense.
Well, Pleasant Grove's run defense, which has been pretty stout this whole entire year, still hasn't allowed any big runs against this AF offense. Swallowed up on the play by number 85.
It happened again.
Are we off air?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're off air, but...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we may or may not be off air, but we're going to continue commentating because that's what we do here at PGSN. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Cavemen offense at about the 39-yard line. Mad Dog's going to fire out to his left, looking for number 1, and that's going to be, oh my gosh, they're going to call that one complete.
Number 1, Taylor Crump with the reception.
It's going to be about 4th and, excuse me. It's going to be 1st and 10. They gave him a first down, maybe? The ref just keeps pointing forwards. I don't know what he's trying to communicate here. Oh, he wanted the markers to move, so they're going to get a first down. 1st and 10 here. The Viking defense coming into the game, having a strong showing here. Spencer Tatioli being 11th in the state in tackles. Quarterback Mad Dog Madsen. He's going to throw it over the middle to his right. Caught by number 6, wide open at the 50. Got blocks out to the 40-yard line.
Well, Madsen so far has just picked apart this Pleasant Grove defense, throwing it right through the hands of
Garrison Grimes.
Across the middle.
Tight end Garrison Grimes, 6'2 junior with the reception.
Good open field tackle made by number 12, Derek Ray.
4:03 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, no, the whole thing just disconnected again. Yep.
That would make sense.
Mad Dog Madsen motions a dude across the left. Mad Dog's going about 20 yards deep. He's going to float this one big time, looking for number 1, and incomplete. Matt Smith with the coverage there. Taylor Crump.
1, Taylor Crump down the middle of the field.
Definitely wide open there.
Threads the needle between Derek Ray and Matt Smith for the touchdown.
An American Fork striking first in this game. Let's see if they can put the PAT through the uprights here. As we always say here at PGSN, kicking a PAT in high school is like taking a math test. You never know what you're going to get.
After that first drive there, or second drive there, what do you see Pleasant Grove defense and offense both need to work on?
Well, the offense definitely needs to advance the ball down the field here, but let's see if this PAT goes through. As PAT is up, and it is good. Last game, we definitely saw the importance of PATs for Pleasant Grove.
This is our main one. It's up there. Do you know if your phone do you have the app?
Well, what I've seen so far from this Pleasant Grove offense is Campbell's taken 2 pass attempts and both have led to first downs, but haven't gotten their run game going.
So yeah, it's
Wait.
Colby, are we on air?
Okay, don't.
we're back, I think.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm your play-by-play, Brendon Larson.
And I'm your color commentary, Tanner Keith.
We have American Fork just striking first in the first quarter of this game. They're up 7-0 on your Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Mad Dog Madsen put together a pretty good drive there. I believe 4 for 5 with over 50 passing yards on the touchdown.
Let's see if Pleasant Grove can get in a field goal range and unleash Seth Lyman, the kicker here.
Seth Lyman, the sophomore kicker.
I swear his legs are like a velociraptor's.
That's not our team.
As Tanner picks up the wrong roster for...
As this stadium is getting loud here tonight at this classic rivalry game for both teams. So the kick is up and away. It's going to be back all the way, and wow, hit a dude standing on the track. That looked like it hurt.
Well, with this Pleasant Grove offense taking the field, what do you see Pleasant Grove needs to improve on this drive?
Pleasant Grove definitely needs to advance the ball here, as they've had struggles with that going to the run game early, but I think if they took a shot downfield, they could definitely hit a guy.
As I heard today, Isaac Vaha has received 3 D1 offers to go play football now, with him and Cale Mickelson going down the field.
Isaac Vaha, excuse me, Tanner.
I believe they could take a couple shots on this drive.
Isaac Vaha coming into the game receiving 3 D1 scholarship offers from Oregon State, Brigham Young University, and the University of Utah.
Vaha standing in a junior at
American Fork
6'7".
showing blitz. It's going to be a sweep out to Rex Connors. He's still on his feet, shaking off defenders and fighting ahead for about 8 yards. Rex Connors looking like Chris Hemsworth as he runs with his long hair flowing out of his helmet.
Well, Connor's just getting through the defense. Good open field tackle by Peyton Wilson, the senior safety for American Fork.
I can't see anything with that guy standing there.
Pretty much, yeah. These camera angles, it's just the phones just don't.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1 for Pleasant Grove here on their own 29-yard line. Caleb Campbell's going under center. Our American Fork showing lots of blitzes. Caleb's going to keep it at quarterback keeper over the middle, and it looks like he's going to get this one. First down, Pleasant Grove. Good sign here early on the drive.
I will if
2 solid runs to get a first down. Campbell, with that high ankle injury last week, do you believe he's back to 100%?
Well, it looks as if he is, as he's starting for quarterback. And we haven't seen Evan Robinson get any reps besides that one Wildcats play so far here in the game.
I believe this is the shot we'll see taken in the first quarter here by Pleasant Grove.
And there's finally a decent amount of students in the Pleasant Grove student section.
you can go like right down there.
It's Campbell looking out to his right. He's going to take it up the middle himself. He's jukes the guy at the middle, and he gets a first down. About a 12-yard run there for Caleb Campbell.
Well, Campbell's showing how good of a dual-threat quarterback he is right there. Nobody open downfield, and sees a wide-open hole for 12 yards to advance the ball. 3 positive runs so far. No pass attempts yet for Campbell on this drive. We'll see if he can put something together.
1:45 left in the first quarter. First down, Pleasant Grove. Campbell's in shotgun. He's got 2 out to his left, trips right.
On monitor, it means
He's going to clap his hands. He's going to get the snap. He's going to throw it out to his left. Caught by Porter Connors there for about a 5-yard gain.
Campbell playing it safe there, just dumps it down on the quick out to Porter Connors, who gets 5 yards. His first pass attempt on the drive completed, 1 for 1 so far. Well, the Connors twins have both put up huge numbers in different games. Do you see that being a big impact here, Brendon?
Excuse me?
The Connors twins have both put up big numbers in past games. You see them having a big impact this game.
Yeah, the Porter's brothers definitely coming into the season having a great one in their junior year. They already have D1 offers from SUU. Caleb's going to get his hands. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get wrapped up for a big old sack there by American Fork.
Well, Pleasant Grove not taking any shots so far, just keeping it safe on their run game. That one is a loss of 6, sets up a 3rd and 11.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 here for the Vikings. Big third down here in the first quarter. 20 seconds left. Clock's ticking away as the Pleasant Grove are trying to knocking on the red zone door. Caleb's going to fumble the snap. He's still got it himself. He's keeping it, and he's going to get dropped for another sack again by American Fork. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here on the Pleasant Grove Sports Network.
Well, early in the game here, Pleasant Grove's run defense has done a great job, but their pass defense is falling apart on a couple plays.
So Pleasant Grove's going to be coming into the second quarter, 4th and 9 here. So while we're at break, we're going to get to our shout-out list here. We'd like to give a big shout-out to the Beatles for Abbey Road being #1 on the charts. The Lyman family, loyal viewers in here, in-state and out-of-state. Stephen Rich for having a broken arm. Pleasant Grove alumni, and any loyal viewers who tune in every week, like my seminary teacher, Brother Fugel. So Pleasant Grove's going to be swapping fields here. Tanner, do we have a baseball update?
Well, the Atlanta Braves earlier today beat the St. Louis Cardinals 3-0 with Adam Duvall hitting a home run in the 7th inning. Ties the series up.
Is that 1-1 now?
Yes, 1-1, heading back to St. Louis. The Astros took a 6-2 win over the Rays today. Verlander pitching 7 innings, giving up no hits.
Dang.
And the Yankees are currently tied with the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, definitely go Astros. I'm an Oakland A's fan, and I am most salty about the Rays beating them in the wild card, but that's okay. Second quarter's underway here. Caleb Campbell. Oh, no, excuse me, it's a punt. Sorry. Evan Robinson's going to boot this bad boy away down to about the 20-yard line, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at around the 15 or 17.
Pretty solid punt there. Pits them within their own 20. Around the 17-yard line is where they'll mark him.
As the Pleasant Grove defense is taking the field here, look to improve on their last drive with American Fork scoring a touchdown in the beginning. 11:52 left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 here for the American Fork K-Men, led by quarterback Mad Dog Madsen. Yes, that's his name, folks. Somebody decided to name their child Mad Dog, and that's okay.
One of the most unique names I've ever heard.
So Mad Dog's going to get the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to be eaten for dinner this time by the Viking defense.
Well, this Vikings linebacker and D-line core so far giving up no rushing yards.
The Viking run defense has definitely been eating 3-course meals all night as they have been letting nothing go.
2nd and 9 here for this AF offense.
11:25 left in the second quarter. Mad Dog Madsen getting the play. He's got 2 out to his left. He's got 2 out to his right. He's got a fullback behind him. Pleasant Grove showing blitz. Fullback motions out in the backfield. He's going to dump it off to the fullback. It's going to be incomplete. And, yep, it's going to be incomplete. Rex Connors picking up the ball thinking it was a fumble, but the ref called the play dead.
Trying to do that little dump pass again once again, but just dropped by the wide receiver.
Looking for number 26, Jojo Famusili.
Did you see that play last night between the Seahawks and the Rams?
No, I'm afraid I wasn't watching that game.
Wide receiver with I believe a minute left in the game, almost drops a wide open pass, but tips it up and toe drags in the end zone for a touchdown. Seahawks won 30-29.
That's your Thursday Night Football update from Tanner.
You're welcome.
Mad Dog Madsen's going to keep it himself. He's going to be juking, boys. Ball's out. Hit hard by Rex Connors. And
Caden Bishop lands on the ball.
It seems Pleasant Grove ball. Pleasant Grove with the fumble recovery on the 9-yard line, set up with a short field here. Let's see if the offense can capitalize.
Well, Mad Dog Madsen breaking a tackle there and then rocked by Rex Connors.
Rex Connors eating him for dessert there.
Once again, we hear that last name, Connors. Rex and his twin Porter, both huge impacts on both sides
And
of the
the
ball.
Pleasant Grove student section has come alive, as there's now a decent amount of them here on this chilly night at the mouth of AF Canyon under the Friday night lights.
We'll see if Campbell can connect with Isaac Vaha or Kill Mickelson here.
Campbell, he's under center. He's going to hand it off the middle to Porter Connors, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss.
Well, Wooten just trying to get this run game going, but nothing positive come out of it yet. I believe they need to take a short pass here to just get the ball moving.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings.
Well, this Pleasant Grove team,
Excuse me, that's 2nd and goal.
has a ton of juniors that make big plays. I mean, Caleb Campbell and Creed Train are the 2 big seniors on the team, but Connors twins, Brooks Winterton, and Evan Robinson could all make a big impact in the next year.
This is going to be a jet sweep out to the left for Rex Connors. He's got the ball at the 5, and he's going to be taking defenders with him down to about the 4 or the 3 yard line.
Connors seeing a little hole there, but the speed just dives right through it, and they'll mark him down at the 6 yard line.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal here for the Vikings with about 10:06 left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, what do you think they'll do here on this 3rd and 6? Do you think they'll stick with the run or try?
I think they're going to do the Connors special and have Rex hit it, throw an absolute dime to his brother in the backfield. Looks like they're lining up for that with Porter Connors in the
bunch.
And trips, yep, excuse me. Caleb Campbell is going to get the snap. He's going to be looking. He's rolling out to his right. Looking. He's still looking on his feet. He throws it deep. Caught. Touchdown. Caleb Mickelson. And the Vikings are in for 6.
Well, Campbell there on that short 9-yard drive, 1-for-1 with a 6-yard touchdown pass to Caleb Mickelson. Huge connection so far this year.
And we have Seth Lyman taking the field here. Vikings star PAT kicker. He went 4 for 4 last week on PATs, coming in absolutely clutch. 4 for 4. No, that's not a Wendy's meal. That's Seth Lyman's PAT record. 9:34 left in the 2nd quarter.
Let's see if you can keep the streak going here. 4 for 4.
And Seth's going to put that bad boy through the uprights. 5 for 5, baby. As the bench mob, also known as the kick team for Pleasant Grove, runs back to the sideline. And they're going to be kicking this bad boy away to the Devin Downing and the rest of the AF offense.
Well, last drive, Mad Dog Madsen hitting the backfield pretty hard. Do you think that PG, if they keep that pressure going up, that they'll just get in his head?
Definitely PG capitalizing on the turnover last drive there. Rex Connors forcing the fumble. So the Pleasant Grove kick team's going to be taking the field. Pleasant Grove coming into the season having a solid year on special teams.
Couple big returns on punt returns and not giving up any big kick returns so far, I believe. Seth Lyman to kick it away.
This week's poll question for our comments is, who do you think is going to win the World Series? Last week's poll question was, who do you think has the better hair, me or Tanner?
And
obviously me.
No, not even close. Mine's better.
Well, anyways, comment who you think is going to win the World Series here, as it is October, which is baseball month for all of you baseball fans here in Pleasant Grove. And Seth's going to be going about 20 yards deep to kick this bad boy away as the base is pumping here at this AF stadium. And Seth's going to boot this bad boy. Squib kick down the field, bouncing out the 20-yard line, bouncing down to the 2-yard line, fielded by American Fork. The bold guy's going to take it, and he's going to get wrapped up and tackled at around the 25-yard line. Same thing as a touchback. Good play there by the American Fork. Pleasant Grove special teams.
Pretty good kick there from Seth Lyman, and pretty solid return, 24 yards by the AF kick returner. I believe Taylor Crump was the ball carrier. Sets him up around the 25, 26-yard line. Well, we've heard Evan Robinson's name multiple times, and Rex and Porter Connors, who's another big impact player for this Pleasant Grove defense.
I think another big impact player from this Pleasant Grove defense is Spencer Tatioli, who hits harder than my math grade.
3-year starter now for this team. One of the only players that started as a freshman.
Coming into the season in his junior year. And it looks like there's going to be jumping in the trenches here by the defensive line, it looks like. The referee's having some confusion on the play.
Pleasant Grove's offensive and defensive line so far this year have had many penalty yards. Let's see if they can fix that this week.
And American Fork's going to call a timeout on the field.
First timeout used by AF's coach Aaron Behm.
Aaron Behm. B-E-H-M. If you know how to pronounce that name, leave it in the comments section. So timeout on the field here. Game's all tied up at 7 apiece. 9:27 left in the second quarter.
Well, both teams' passing games so far have been close to perfect. Both scoring on touchdown passes.
Both teams playing the run heavy as well here, Tanner.
Not any big run yards. Do you believe Pleasant Grove can break one later on in the game?
I definitely do think so. With the Connors twins, that's always the run game's always a threat.
And then they also have Evan Robinson and Carter Merrill, who have been taking lots of carries. We'll see if they can get their reps in and help this Pleasant Grove run game.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
And you're listening to PGSN, broadcasting to you live on KPGR 88.1 FM and on YouTube live at KPGR 881. Mad Dog Matson, he's getting the snap in the shotgun. He's going to throw it over the middle. Nothing doing there. Looking for number 20 at the reception. Joseph Togisala.
Well, throwing just a little behind him there. Matt Smith probably could have picked that off, but decides to hit the wide receiver instead.
Matt Smith.
To a 2nd and 10.
Matt Smith definitely hitting the wide receiver there hard. Looked like it hurt. Felt that up here in the press box. 2nd and 10 here for American Fork. Matson's got 2 out to his left, 1 out to his right. He's going to clap his hands. He's going to get the snap. He's going to hand it off the middle for number 29, it looks like. And he's going to be wrapped up by the the Pleasant Grove defense. Number 26, Jojo Famusili with the carry.
And on the tackle, once again, Noah Takeda, junior defensive end, sitting in at 6'1", 200 pounds. Very intimidating defensive lineman.
8:57 left here in the second quarter. As Pleasant Grove fans are still filing in here, as they're all running on Utah County Standard Time. Mad Dog Madsen getting the snap. He's feeling the pressure from the PG defense, rolling out to his right. Still feeling the pressure from Evan Robinson. He's chasing him at the 10-yard line. He's going to throw it incomplete. Good pressure there by the Viking defense.
Well, Evan Robinson getting back there fast. Misses on the first attempt, but then just keeps chasing him down. Madsen can't find anything up and downfield, so just throws it away.
It's going to be 4th and 8, and American Fork's going to punt this one away.
Well, 2 really solid drives back-to-back for Pleasant Grove's defense. A fumble and a 3-and-out. If they keep doing this, I believe we could see them holding this offense to 7 points. Back to receive once again, Rex Connors and Matt Smith.
So this is the live, and anything you move here and you click preview.
So American Fork's going to punt this one away. Short punt here down to the 40-yard line. Matt Smith calling no, and it's going to bounce forward to the 42-yard line, down to around the 41 by American Fork Special Teams, as the Viking offense is going to take the field here.
Pretty solid punt there, but not as good as any of Evan Robinson's so far.
I mean, these kickers are good, but they're definitely no Seth Lyman. As the sound system here at AF Stadium is really loud, and their taste in music is mediocre at best. So the Viking offense is going to be taken up around the 41-yard line.
Let's see if Caleb Campbell can make that connection with Cale Mickelson once again.
And Brigham Ray coming into the game a little late here, and Pleasant Grove's going to call a timeout. Excuse me, American Fork's going to call a timeout here. Didn't like they saw Brigham Ray coming on the field and they got scared.
They got intimidated. Brigham Ray playing PAT teams, and I believe that would have been his first offensive snap of the season and varsity snap of all time, so let's shout that out.
Excellent job there from Brigham Ray, putting in the work and getting those varsity reps. Brigham Ray, a junior. We don't have his stats, but definitely a solid player. Be on the lookout for Brigham Ray next year. Coming into a senior year, he'll probably be one of the starting receivers for Pleasant Grove.
We actually do have Brigham Ray stats.
Excuse me.
Junior cornerback and wide receiver, sitting in at 6'1", 175.
An absolute unit of a man.
Shout out to his family if they're watching or listening online, or if they're here at the game. Brigham Ray lined up as the wide receiver.
Colton Bayless out to the right for Pleasant Grove. Campbell's going under center. He's got 2 deep. Faking the handoff, play action, big shot, looking downfield for Mickelson, incomplete.
Well, as I said before, Campbell's just going to keep trying to connect with Mickelson on those deep passes. Just overthrows him there.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Viking offense. 8:21 left in the second quarter. So the Vikings are going to be taking the field here. Got number 5, Creed Train out to the right. Be on the lookout for him with his last rivalry game he's playing. Campbell rolling out, looking right, looking left. Pump fakes, throws out to left, caught by Rex, and tackled in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and about a mile here for the Vikings.
Well, trying to do that screenplay that successfully worked last game against Skyridge, leading to a huge touchdown. AF's defense read it all the way. It's to a 3rd and long.
As the crowd gets loud here at American Fork Stadium, 3rd and long, big play here for both teams. Pleasant Grove breaking huddle, coming into the line. It's going to be 3rd and 13. Refs move it back a yard. American Fork defense playing a few back. They got 3 safeties here. Pleasant Grove showing a power set. Got one to his right, one to his left for Campbell. He's going to drop back. He's looking deep. He's going to launch it. Looks like he's got Kale incomplete.
Well, Kale just misread the pass there, and bringing in the jumbo set to give him enough time there. Had tons of time, and goes 0 for 2 on that drive, leading to a
incompletion.
4th and long, sending Evan Robinson back on the field once more.
Pleasant Grove special teams having a good season so far and a good night tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in sponsoring Pleasant Grove Sports Network, please feel free to say something in the comments section or about it, or contact our teacher, Russ Mayo. You can get his contact information at pghs.com. Snap for Evan Robinson. He's going to boot this bad boy up down to around the 21-yard line. He's going to bounce out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds. Marking it pretty well there at around the 20-19-yard line.
Good way to flip the fields there. As the Pleasant Grove defense having a great game so far. We'll take the field once more.
Giving up 1 big play. Other than that, I believe like 5 total rushing yards in the first 4 drives.
So Mad Dog Madsen, once again, Mad Dog, leading his team out onto the field here. They've got the ball at their own 20-yard line.
That is spelled M-A-D-D-O-G, no spaces.
He's going to play action, batted down by Evan Robinson, incomplete.
Well, doing the illegal flag football play there, jumping in the backfield.
We have a flag football update. Last night, the Purple Turtles lost to the Turquoise team, 39-27. Yes, Tanner, I did lose my flag football game last night.
That is very sad.
The red team beat the green team by a lot. Tanner, do you have any more flag football scores available for us?
Well, no, but tomorrow tune in at Discovery Park to see. I don't even know what my team is called, but we are playing at 11 o'clock against the Pleasant Grove rugby and wrestling team, which will be very interesting to watch.
Mad Dog Madsen throwing an incompletion there. Cooper Cambelengo with the coverage.
Cooper Camberlingo, the junior, very interesting kid, one of a kind.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Mad Dog Madsen and this American Fork offense. Mad Dog, he's looking, he's rolling out to his left. He's chucking it downfield. Intercepted by Pleasant Grove. Number 23.
Cooper Camberlingo on the interception there.
Just who we were talking about, speak of the devil, comes up big with a pick there.
Man, what a kid.
Mad Dog Madsen definitely feeling the heat from the Pleasant Grove defense tonight, as he's had 2 turnovers so far in the first half.
Cooper Camberlingo, I believe, is sharing reps with Jaden Maldonado, who's coming off that injury. Able to read the pass there, picks it off, and takes it to the 19-yard line, setting up Pleasant Grove once again with great possession off the turnover.
Definitely a surprise here tonight, as we haven't heard a whole lot of Donovan Downing, our preview player for American Fork before the game, but he's been relatively quiet tonight for the American Fork offense. Pleasant Grove's offense taking the field here, 1st and 10 on their 19-yard line. They're looking to put this bad boy to the house.
Once again into the play. Timeout called by Mark Wooten. Didn't like what he saw.
So, Tanner, how many times a day do you brush your teeth?
Still twice.
Tanner doing the dentist recommended amount 2 times a day, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you brush those teeth and keep those cavities away. If there's a dentist watching, feel free to sponsor PGSN. We'd love to have you.
Your daily input from Brendon Larson on useless need-to-know facts, but we're very thankful for him.
We do have lots of useless need-to-know facts because this is Pleasant Grove Sports Network, and that's what we do. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Viking offense, clad in pink as for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shout out to the Viking offense, and our prayers are with you if you or a loved one is suffering from breast cancer. False start there by number 17 on Evan Robinson.
Well, if you want to know another useless fact, 6 years ago to the day, Drew Brees threw his 400th career touchdown pass to C.J. Spiller.
C.J. Spiller, who I believe is retired now from the National Football League.
Yes. Great running back out of Clemson University. Played a couple years at New Orleans and Buffalo.
I don't know why Tanner knows that. I don't even know who C.J. Spiller is, but
he was a great running back.
Definitely. Campbell going under center. He's motioning Colton across the midline. They're going to fake a reverse. Campbell's rolling out. He's going to throw it, looking for Evan Robinson. No good on the play.
Well, thrown behind both receivers there running on the flat, Creed Train and Evan Robinson.
It's going to be second and about a mile here for the Viking offense.
Pleasant Grove just needs to get some yards here. Seth Lyman does have a leg, but I believe he'd be more comfortable within the 30-yard range from field goals, but we'll see what he can do if it comes to that.
I've heard Seth Lyman's legs are so big he has to get his own custom jeans.
I've heard that too. Very smart kid, sophomore. Also a soccer player.
Campbell is going to get the snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to look to his left. He's throwing for Mickelson. Cale's got blockers. Still on his feet and tackled around this 20-yard line. Cale's going to get back the yards taken there by the false start. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Viking offense.
Running into one of the blockers there on the quick screen, just trying to get some yards.
And the Pleasant Grove student section has slowly multiplied like a group of cockroaches clad in neon tonight.
Good analogy there.
Thank you.
Creed Train out to the right. We
Caleb
haven't heard his name yet this game.
Caleb Campbell. He's got fullbacks to his right and his left. Big 3rd down. Campbell gets a snap. Play action, rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it downfield. Intercepted, incomplete by American Fork. American Fork cornerback thought he had it, but fell to the ground, and his Butterfingers came into play, and he lost the ball.
Well, number 1, Taylor Crump there. Great play on the ball. Stuffs maybe a touchdown there, almost picking it off. Brings Seth Lyman out on the field.
4th and 12.
He'll be attempting a 38-yard field goal.
This could be Seth's career high if he knocks this one in.
Pretty great season so far from him. We'll see how he does here.
Hey, you know what Seth eats for breakfast?
What?
Cavemen.
Mm.
You know what he eats for lunch?
Cavemen.
You know what he eats for dinner? Caveman.
Nice.
And a complete. And this one's going to be incomplete there. Definitely looked like it was tipped by the Cavemen special teams. Good special teams there.
I believe someone got their hand on the ball from that special teams. Pleasant Grove's offense not being able to take advantage other than that 9-yard drive.
Pleasant Grove relying heavily here on their defense to carry him through the game. Looking like Kyle Whittingham's Utah team.
6 minutes left here to play in the second quarter. Very little offense from both sides of the ball. 7-7 is the score.
So the Pleasant Grove defense is going to be taking the field here. Mad Dog Madsen, he's going to hand it up the middle. Running back got a few space, but he is eaten for dessert with some slides of chocolate syrup there for the Viking defense.
Pretty solid run there up the middle. Big hole by that line. First one so far of the game. Puts together the biggest run of the game so far, 7 yards. Very intimidating number, 7.
So Liam and Chris Hemsworth, Rex and Porter Connors on the play. Mad Dog Madsen is going to do play action, and he's going to be
swallowed up in the backfield there.
Thank you for finishing my sentence, Tanner. That's just because we have great connections, me and Tanner.
Yes, we do. Jaden Maldonado, coming off that injury, able to read that play as soon as it started.
Big shout out to Jaden Maldonado this season. He's been having a great year so far. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for Mad Dog Madsen and the American Fork Cavemen offense.
Not the Vikings, the Cavemen.
Historic rivalry game. I really feel blessed to be able to commentate on this game, as it is one of the most intense rivalries in high school sports. Mad Dog Madsen is going to motion a dude out to his right. There's flags flying. There's more flags out than the United Nations here tonight.
Called on the offense there.
Yellow flag. You get a yellow flag. You get a yellow flag. You get a yellow flag.
We got a flag on the caveman.
As the PA announcer walks through our booth, shout out to him.
What a smooth voice walking through here.
Smooth like butter. His voice is definitely smoother than molasses. I felt very relaxed as he walked through here. So Mad Dog Madsen and the Cavemen offense, 3rd and 9. Devin Downing having no impact on this game whatsoever so far for the Cavemen defense. I don't want to jinx it yet, but Mad Dog Madsen's going to clap his hands, trying to get the Viking defense to jump there. They don't bite. Madsen gets a snap, looking downfield, incomplete. Amazing coverage there by the Vikings. Nothing doing.
I believe that was the first target for Devin Downing so far. I believe she's a BYU commit, as you said earlier.
That play was emptier than my head in biology class.
Coming in with the great analogies is Brendon Larson. Cooper Camberlango still out on the field after that big interception 2 drives ago.
So back to receive the punt here for Pleasant Grove. Rex Connors and Matt Smith, 2 absolute units of men.
Senior captain, I believe, Matt Smith. Big impact so far on this season.
So this punt's going to be up and away, spiraling high. Pleasant Grove's going to wave this one off. It's going to bounce forward and to about the 49, I'd say.
Flag thrown on the play, I believe, by one of the referees.
That's a good idea.
Or maybe not a flag. I can't tell what it was.
We'd like to give a big shout out to the American Fork broadcasting crew who's in the booth with us tonight. They're not, I don't know what they're doing, but they're here helping us, so shout out to them. This broadcast crew proving that the 2 schools can really come together and not kill each other.
Yes.
As that ball boy for American Fork is sprinting on and off the field with a ferocity I haven't seen
Looks
ever.
like one of the 2 ball boys for Pleasant Grove, Ty Caldwell or BJ Smith. Yes, BJ
You know
Smith.
that part in Jurassic World where the megalodon comes up and eats the shark?
Yes.
That's the American Fork ball boy. He sees that football and he's just there.
One of the weirdest analogies I've ever heard.
Jurassic World's a great film. I definitely recommend it to you guys. 10 out of 10. And this play is going to be blown dead by the referees.
Chris Pratt, great actor. Star role in that movie.
It was recently announced that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 starring Chris Pratt isn't coming out till 2022, and I have been given clinical depression because of that. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Pleasant Grove. Caleb's going to hand it up the middle. Number 17, Evan Robinson's got a hole. Bouncing out to the 55. Shaking off defenders. That's Matt Smith. Tackled at the 39-yard line. Big play there for Matt. He's cooking. He's stewing. He's brewing like James Harden out there. Number 13. Definitely think he stole James Harden's number there.
Well, hits the ground before he drops the ball. Just a missed block there by, I don't even know what his name is. Who's that guy?
Which one?
The one on the bottom of the screen, or field.
Kale?
Kale missed a block there, which could have led to a touchdown, but already caught a touchdown, so can't.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the 39-yard line. Caleb's going under center. He's going to hand it off the middle to Rex. Rex has got a room. Bowling over defenders like bowling pins there for about an 8-yard carry.
Well, 2 big runs there back-to-back, the 2 biggest runs of the game so far.
It honestly looked like the American Fork defenders were bowling pins when Coach Boban took my 9th grade PE class bowling to Jack and Jill's.
Shout out to Coach Boban. I don't know who that is, but
Coach Boban, one of the greatest PE teachers to ever walk this earth. Also an Viking assistant football coach. Caleb's going to hand it off to Porter, and he's going to be dropped for about 5 yards there. There's a dude standing in the way of the scoreboard, so I can't see how many downs it is to go. So
nice job, dude.
It's going to be 3rd and 7 here, as my Pleasant Grove Sports Network insiders tell me. Oh, and Josh goes to take care of the situation. Josh is tapping the man on the wrist. He's gesturing, and the man is stepping away. Excellent there play by Josh as he gets the man away from
Brayden, not Josh.
Brayden. Big third down here. 3rd and 7 for the Viking offense. This crowd's getting loud. Campbell under center. Play action. Rolling out to his right. Looking downfield. Fires. Caught by Evan Robinson.
There. We heard his name multiple times a game. Puts him inside the 25-yard line.
If I could just get the number right.
Yes.
It's been a long day.
Well, Seth Lyman told me this morning he's been up since 4 o'clock. So, pretty impressive.
Shout out to Seth Lyman for letting me play games on his phone today in history class.
The one and only Seth Lyman. Shout out to his family and friends who are listening and tuning in on.
I was recently told we have Lyman's family listening from out of state, and that's going to be thrown to the left sideline, caught by Caden Bishop for about a 5-yard gain.
Hey, you got the number right.
Thank you. I'm actually improving. Yes. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Viking offense. I shouldn't be doing voices on the air. I apologize. As I bottle flip my bottle in the studio, and it's not a bottle flip.
Very disappointing once again, but can't stay mad at Brendon forever.
Thank you, Tanner. Campbell, he's in shotgun. He's got 3 out to his right. He's got 2 out to his left. Campbell's throwing to his left. Incomplete. Almost intercepted by the caveman there. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Vikings.
Just out of reach of Mickelson and Fisher Ingersoll. Another great name from this AF football team.
Fisher Ingersoll.
Number 14.
American Fork definitely having some interesting names on their roster. Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 6. Pleasant Grove having some decent 3rd down conversions here tonight. Campbell going under center. He's going to hand it up the middle to Rex Connors. Rex is fighting, bowling over people. He's still on his feet, and tackled at the 2-yard line.
Well, Connor's showing how big his muscles really are there and going through every single defender on the field.
Connor's literally putting on caveman defenders like a backpack and taking them to school there, down at about the 2-yard line. Power set here for Pleasant Grove. Campbell's getting the ball. He's going to hand it up the middle. This play is blown dead by the referees.
Timeout called by the AF coach once again, Aaron Them.
If you know how to pronounce his last name, say so in the comments section. We'd love to hear it. Colby, do we have a comments section update? Colby is looking. He is scrolling through his phone. He is chuckling to himself.
2 minutes left here to go in the first half.
Hey, Newman says we're good.
Thanks
Shout out to Mr. Newman,
Ryan Newman,
U.S. history teacher at Pleasant Grove High School.
Someone says Tampa Bay for the World Series.
Someone said Tampa Bay for the World Series. You're just trying to make me mad.
Worst decision I've heard in a long time.
That's like saying the Mets are going to win the Super Bowl.
Or the Dolphins are going to win a game this year. Shout out if you believe the Dolphins will win a game this year.
Sam Darnold recently returning from his injury, as I put that in air quotes, with the mono disease.
Many people wondering how he got it.
Did you know I got Ethan Morley to say Jets Jets on the live FM radio?
Wow.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ethan Morley and Brigham Ray, our bench mob here at PGSN and former co-workers.
Pleasant Grove looking to strike here late in the first half.
So it's going to be 1st and goal here for Pleasant Grove. Deep in red zone territory. Caleb Campbell's going under center. He's going to hand it to Rex Connors up the middle. Still bowling, still fighting. Fighting like my little brothers at the dinner table. And he's going to be tackled down to about the 1-yard line there. Big fight there from Rex Connors.
Connors 2 plays in a row just muscling through all the defenders, as you said, putting him on his back and taking him to school. Puts him 2nd and inches on the goal line. Trying to take a lead
and
here.
Looks like Caleb Campbell's going to go for the quarterback sneak here. As he dives over the goal line and...
No signal yet.
No signal as the refs as they get to the bottom of the dog pile.
And saying they might come down short of the end zone.
And they're going to be so close. So close, but yet so far. 3rd and literal centimeters here for the Pleasant Grove offense. And there's another lady in my way of the scoreboard, so I can't tell you what's going on. Oh, if I lean back really far, I can see. Okay, 1:01 left in the second quarter. Game's tied 7-7. You're listening to Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
If you're interested in sponsoring Pleasant Grove Sports Network, please, please, please say so in the comments section or contact Russ Mayo. You can get his contact info at pghs.com.
Also, our pool of the day is who you think will win the World Series. We've heard the Rays so far, and the Rays losing 6-2 earlier today.
I don't like the Tampa Bay Rays. They beat my Oakland A's. That's the... America wonders why they don't, like, baseball's not as big a sport as it used to be, and it's because the A's aren't good anymore.
I don't believe that's
The A's are the lifeblood of the American spirit.
That is not at all true. But you believe what you believe, Brendon.
Caleb Campbell's going under center here. He's going to back it up to Rex Connors. Big hit there. Literally still on his feet. Absolute beast. Rex Connors in for 6, and the Vikings are going to get more points up on the board with 58 seconds left in the first half. Rex Connors bowling his way over into the end zone, and if this was bowling, that'd be a strike.
Rex showing why he's named Rex. Not the smartest person on earth, but pretty strong. Muscling through the defenders once again.
Seth Lyman out here for the PAT. He's been 1 for 1 here tonight. Let's see if he can keep his perfect PAT streak going. Kick is up, and it is good there for Seth Lyman.
Pleasant Grove takes a 14-7 lead with 58 seconds left in the first half.
As Tanner taps my head for some reason.
I couldn't see the scoreboard.
Excuse me.
You're welcome.
14-7, your Vikings striking again here in the first half over their rivals American Fork. Vikings clad in blue in white this evening with blue helmets, and American Fork in a red out. Interesting uniforms. Uniforms are always a big part of sports for me. As the Utah Jazz revealing classic Purple Mountain Majesty uniforms that they're going to be displaying this season for us. They're absolutely gorgeous, and if you would like to give me a Joe Ingles Purple Mountain Majesty uniform, I will gladly take it.
Very interesting request coming from Brendon Larson.
Hey, I'm just using my publicity to my advantage. Seth Lyman's going to kick this one as the wind is blowing his hair in a majestic way. Seth's going to line up. He's going to boot this bad boy. High, 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 all the way back to the end zone. And the Cavemen are wisely going to take it for a touchback.
Taylor Crump there, taking it in right on the edge of the end zone. Sending Mad Dog Madsen and his offense out to the 20-yard line to see if they could strike late in this first half.
As the Pleasant Grove student section is progressively getting bigger. I'm quite surprised. There's a decent lot of people there. With bright colors, throwback to this season's Jordan game with the Migraine Pit. It's Pleasant Grove's turn to be the Migraine Pit tonight, and they're doing an excellent job at that. Mad Dog Madsen claps his hands, gets the snap, fumbles the snap, picks it up. Throwing it deep, 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 deep for number 1, incomplete.
Great coverage there by Cooper Camberlingo.
Cooper Camberlingo having a big game tonight. Letting nothing go as he is just locked down.
Pleasant Grove playing 5 deep backs, just not letting anything go over their heads. Trying to not let this AF offense strike late in the first half.
Pleasant Grove defense in a 3-4 set. Evan Robinson showing blitz, backing out. Pleasant Grove's only going to rush 3 here. Mad Dog Madsen reads it, throwing it out to his right. He's got a first down with men. Tackled out of bounds by Evan Robinson. Number 7 with the reception for American Fork, Peyton Wilson.
Spencer Tatioli forces him out of bounds around the 38-yard line.
That was Evan.
No, that was Tatioli.
Well, that was Evan or Tatioli. Me and Tanner have come to a disagreement here.
Look, Tatioli has the white gloves. Robinson has the blue gloves.
Excuse me there. Mad Dog Madsen gets the snap on 1st and 10, looking field. He's feeling the pressure from the Viking defense. He's running out to his left. He's going to throw it, looking for number 1 with the reception. No good. Cooper Camberlingo once again with the coverage.
Well, Camberlingo's been a star player tonight with 2 broken up passes and a pick.
Camberlingo definitely having a big game here in this rivalry game.
He told me today that this would be his first varsity game, and showing how good of a player he is.
38 seconds left in the second half. See if Pleasant Grove can take this lead to halftime. Mad Dog Madsen. He's got trips left, one out to his right. He's got a fullback behind him on his right. He's going to motion him out to the left. Claps his hands, gets a snap, looking to his right. Feeling the pressure. Feeling the pressure again. Running around in the pocket. Throwing it. Incomplete. 30 seconds left in the first half.
Well, this Pleasant Grove front six just once again bringing the pressure, and Madsen's been intimidated over and over and over again.
3rd and 10 here for Pleasant Grove.
At American Fork.
Excuse me, American Fork. Tanner,
Yes.
do you have any gum?
No.
Okay. Tanner has refrained from giving me gum this evening.
I do not have any gum this evening.
Mad Dog Madsen, he's going to get the snap in the shotgun. He's going to clap his hands. He's going to play action. He's got number 6 wide open. And he is wrapped up by a sea of Viking defenders.
Giving him good yardage there.
Number 6, Garrison Grimes, with the reception. Having a decent game so far. We've been calling his name out a lot tonight.
First down there as AF takes the ball with 20 seconds left. Clock winding down.
Coming to you live from the mouth of American Fork Canyon. Mad Dog Madsen's airing this bad boy out. He's got number 14 down the field. He's going to take it to the house for an American Fork touchdown. Number 14, Fisher Ingersoll with the reception.
Well, Cooper Campbell there just bit on the pass too early, and Ingersoll just outruns him on the edge, and he's able to top this game if they can hit the PAT. But as we've said multiple times, coming out of your mouth, PATs are like math tests.
Don't know what you're going to get.
Yes. Well, let's see if they can tie it up here late in the first half, 13-14. Pleasant Grove's special teams just had a couple PATs blocked.
11 seconds here in the first half. Let's see if Pleasant Grove special teams can clutch this bad boy up.
Some players ran out on the field late.
And there's going to be a timeout on the field taken by Coach Aaron Bem. So both teams are going to take a moment here and hydrate with some liquids, as there is a total migration coming through our press box here. Shout out, we'd like to give a big thank you to our crew tonight. We've got Matt Halliday and Brayden down on the field, and Josh getting some great action shots, and we've got Colby producing. Colby Farley working at Crumble. If you want to stop in, he can maybe hook you up with some free cookies. No guarantees, though. Right, Colby?
Sure.
Colby says sure. I myself am Brendon Larson on your play-by-play.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
Doing Tanner Keith things.
Yes.
So the PAT for American Fork's going to go here. Kick is up, and it is good. Tie game. We've got a good one on our hands here. Tie game with 11 seconds going into the first half. Unless some freak accident happens, I think this is going to be our first half score.
Well, Madsen able to tie it up late there in the second quarter with the deep connection to Fisher Ingersoll. Yes, that you heard it right, Fisher Ingersoll.
Definitely some names here. Me and Tanner will have a top 10 name thing coming up soon. Oh, I found another one. Number 28, Bodie Schoonover.
Stockton Eggett.
Definitely some colorful names here out on the field tonight. More people coming in our press box. We still don't know what's happening. Shout out to the Pleasant Grove cheerleaders for showing up to every game, rain or shine. They're doing a wonderful job here tonight, keeping that migraine pit of Pleasant Grove student section alive and well. So the wind is so blowy, or how would you describe wind, Tanner?
It is.
It's very windy, so the AF's going to need a dude to hold the ball down. on the kickoff. He's going to wind up. He's going to take a few steps like a prancing pony, and he's going to kick that bad boy down to about the 30-yard line, fielded by Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove's dude is going to take a spill right around the 35-yard line. Pleasant Grove's got decent field position, looking about they can get 1 or 2 plays off here for the end of the half.
Let's see if...
And it appears American Fork may have recovered the... Nope, excuse me. Pleasant Grove ball. AF players were signaling they had recovered the kickoff. That was false. So 1st and 10 here for the Vikings on the 37-yard line.
Well, Campbell back in the empty set. I believe we'll see another shot to Cale Mickelson here late in the first half, but...
As some random AF dude tells us we're doing a good job. Shout out to him. Caleb Campbell, he's in shotgun. He's got everybody going out for long here. It's like backyard football. Campbell, he's feeling the heat. He's going to take it himself. See if he can get the big run here. 50 yards, and ooh, big hit there at about the 53 for Campbell.
Time runs out there, and that's an end of the first half.
Your Pleasant Grove Vikings 14, and the American Fork Cavemen also 14. Tie game, we've got a great one on our hands. Stick around, folks. Coming up, we have an interview with when our very own Landon Van Overbeek sat down with Evan Robinson earlier today, and they had a great interview. I was present in class for it. It's definitely a classic. You're going to want to stick around for that. And we'll see you guys at the beginning of the second half. Thank you for tuning in. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network, broadcasting to you live from KPGR 88.1 FM and on YouTube live at KPGR 881. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
And that's all, folks, for the first half.
Hi there, I'm Landon Van Overbeek with Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm here with Evan Robinson. Thanks for joining me, Evan. Yes. Just wanted to ask you a few questions. We do have a huge rivalry game coming up. American Fork at Pleasant Grove, red versus blue. It's been going on for 60-plus years, I've heard. How do you think we're going to do?
I think we're going to do great. We've been studying, watching a lot of film. The big part is their offense and most of their defense is almost exactly like Skyridge. So I think we're going to pull another win through.
I mean, hey, we pulled it past them last week, so yeah, that's good.
I think we got it.
We also, since we're the sports network, we see the entire game, and we have seen you at outside linebacker, quarterback, running back, punter, and a little bit of tight end. Is that correct?
Yes, that is.
So do you have a favorite position?
I really like playing quarterback. Quarterback is by far my favorite most. I love it. It's really good. I feel like me playing quarterback, I have to know all positions. So the reason why I'm probably not playing more quarterback is I'm good at defense, so can't have quarterback play defense too.
I've heard you've had 3 interceptions in one of the games this year.
4 interceptions.
4 interceptions, ladies and gentlemen. How great is that?
Yeah.
And who was that against? Was that Madison?
Well, it's actually spanned out between 4 different games. The first 4 games, I had 4 interceptions in each game. And then they stopped throwing to my side, I guess.
They learned to keep it away from him. What do you like most about football? Why did you choose it? And there's obviously other sports, but is football your favorite?
Yeah, I love football. Football's the best. I think my favorite part about football is probably the teamwork. I think it's the sport with the most amount of teamwork out of all of them. You have to be a team on and off the field. So I just love having like a second family. It's awesome.
I mean, hey, one family keeps you out of trouble. The second one's just to have fun.
Yep.
Last question here. What do you want to do later on in life? What do you think football can help you accomplish?
A lot of things. I feel more disciplined playing football. More like, what's the word for it? Organized and stuff. Coaches are on me all the time, making sure I'm doing what I need to do. And it's great. It's going to keep me straight.
Well, that's good to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. My name is Landon Van Overbeek, and this is Evan Robinson with me. Evan, thank you for joining me. Hey, good luck.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Ethan Morley.
We have your pregame show for the American Fort Cavemen versus your Pleasant Grove Vikings.
What can I say about this game? It's historic, 60-plus years in the making. It's the old red versus blue. It's going to be an awesome game.
Yeah, Ethan, definitely one of the most competitive rivalries in high school sports. What players should we be on the lookout for this week?
Oh, from AF side, Devin Downing, one of their star receivers, a BYU commit, 933 receiving yards and 11 receiving touchdowns. Insane numbers from this kid. And then on the PG side, for players that we should definitely watch, is Evan Robinson, who definitely had a breakout game against Skyridge. Crazy numbers. Amazing to see that kid play.
Wouldn't be surprised if he came to school tomorrow on a back brace from carrying the team. Now, returning from injury, we have Jaden Maldonado, who, from our sources, say he's going to be playing outside linebacker.
And then one of the unsung heroes of this PG offense is Mickelson. We haven't talked about a whole lot this year, but he has put up some crazy touchdown numbers. He's a really tall receiver, great hands. Dude's got some awesome passes.
Yeah, Kale's a phenomenal athlete. Be on the lookout for him during basketball season. Now, something that isn't often mentioned in football is the kicker position. But last week, the kicker position for Pleasant Grove absolutely nailed it. He went 4-for-4 on PATs. That's not a Wendy's meal, that's his stats. He went 4-for-4 and absolutely carried the Vikings to a victory as they won by 1 point against the Skyridge Falcons.
You can see how important that is because earlier in the game, the Skyridge kicker missed their PAT, which screwed him over for the rest of the game.
Moving on into other sports, the Pleasant Grove girls volleyball team, #1 in the state right now.
Oh yeah, they've been killing it. I've been to a few games. It's insane to watch these girls play. They put the smack down on teams, and then even when they're put in pressure situations like last night against Lone Peak, they had a crazy comeback win in the 5th set. It was awesome to watch them play.
Those girls are definitely tight and they put in the work. They're always in the gym. Shout out to them.
Tennis. Going to state.
Girls got state this week.
Heck yeah, baby. Let's go.
First doubles, we got Lily Kraft and Chloe Brinton.
First in region for them. And then second doubles, we have Rachel Tebbs and Abby Watson.
And in second singles, we have Cammie Whiting. Shout out to them. Hope they kill it. Yep. Go Vikings.
This has been your Pleasant Grove Sports Network pregame show. I'm Ethan Morley.
And I'm Brendon Larson. Thanks for watching.
That's it.
Meets the father of Candace.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
We're back broadcasting here as the first half we had an absolute thriller on our hands. It's tied 14-14. Both these teams are doing great tonight. Pleasant Grove coming out with a mediocre showing on offense, but that defense is really clamping up except for a few key mistakes.
Forcing 2 turnovers in the game so far. Rex Connors forcing the fumble and Cooper Campbell with the interception, setting up good field position.
Pleasant Grove capitalizing on those turnovers. Let's see if they can continue to do that in the second half. American Fork, on the other hand, what are you seeing out of them on offense?
Well, their pass game has had some really good plays other than that one interception. Madsen connecting with Ingersoll late in the second quarter to tie this game up. So
stick around, folks. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
And that's all.
It's not yet. There it is.
Yeah, sorry, I just plugged it in for you.
No, thanks. My hands are literally so cold.
Colby, are we still broadcasting live?
During halftime.
And we're still on air, folks. Thank you for tuning in. This is PGSN broadcasting to you live on KPGR 88.1 FM and on YouTube live at KPGR 881. Thank you for tuning in. If you have anything, tips, who do you think is going to win the World Series, who has better hair, me or Tanner, please feel free to leave it down in the comments section and smash that subscribe button for the YouTube channel. Sorry, I apologize. That was a little insensitive to you YouTube streamers out there who are also watching this broadcast. Both teams warming up here after we had an absolute thriller of a game on our hands, 14-14. About 150 left before we kick things off for the second half. Tanner, what are some things you want to see from both teams coming out in the second half?
Well, Pleasant Grove, I believe they need to get their run game going, which they did late in the first half, and they need to stop the deep passes from Mad Dog Madsen.
Do you have a final score prediction for the end of this game?
I think it'll be close once again, like the Skyridge game. I believe it will be 28-27 for Pleasant Grove once again.
Thank you. 28-27, that's your prediction?
Yes.
I think Pleasant Grove's going to have an offensive explosion in the second half. They're going to pull away 35-14, shut an AF out in the second half. We are coming to you live from the mouth of beautiful American Fork Canyon. It's a breezy night. I'd say it's about 58 degrees, give or take. Pleasant Grove clad in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and American Fork wearing plain old red. How unoriginal.
Should find extra batteries like in the pockets that are
Very unoriginal.
The tiny one should have extra batteries in it.
Pleasant Grove's neon out is
on the side of the big black and red.
held still so far during halftime. We'll see if more people join later on.
You know what really ticks my talk?
Okay.
The fact that there was no urinal walls in the public restrooms here at American Fork Stadium. Can they just do the common decency of providing urinal walls? That would be really nice. They can afford this massive new field, but they can't afford to put in urinal walls. That really just ticks my talk.
Wow. That was the most useless 2 minutes of a broadcast I've ever heard.
I'm just trying to fill up time here before the second half kicks off. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. I am Brendon Larson.
I'm Tanner Keith.
Tanner, that was extremely monotone and boring. Are you doing okay?
I'm Tyler McBee.
No, you are not Tyler McBee. You'll never be T-Money McBee.
Bill McBee.
Tyler McBee, if you are out there listening, we love you and we hope you're doing okay. Tanner, why did the chicken cross the road?
No clue.
To get away from you.
Oh, wow, that was... Thank you very much.
So both teams are taking the field here. As the beginning of the second half kicks off. I do believe that American Fork will be receiving the second half kick.
Sure.
As Tanner has gone into my pleasure mode, this will be interesting, folks.
Very interesting.
My pleasure.
Indeed.
We have two favorite sayings here on the PGSN. We like you to say my pleasure and indeed. Those are the words of the day.
And JETS Jets.
JETS Jets. Shout out to you if you say JETS Jets in the comments section.
If you know why Sam Darnold got mono, please leave that in the comments section.
That is one of the 7 mysteries of the world we are chills trying to figure out. Also one of the mysteries I'm still trying to figure out is how they get the toothpaste in the tube.
6 for a touchdown, maybe one more if they get the
So, Seth Lyman, an absolute unit of a man with velociraptor legs and gorilla arms.
Velociraptor legs.
Velociraptor legs are the most dominant leg of any animal.
But they're not an animal. They're extinct. There's a reason.
That's what you think. Ever seen Jurassic Park?
They're extinct.
That's the second Jurassic Park reference I've gotten in tonight. Seth Lyman's going to boot this bad boy in. Down into the end zone, fielded by number 7, and he is going to fair catch it wisely.
Hey, can you guys, shut up?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are broadcasting to you live on KPGR 88.1 FM. Blah, 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 blah. Tonight we have a combined broadcast with some assistance from American Forks broadcast team. We didn't know what they're doing, but they're helping us, so shout out to them.
Yes.
As Tanner just says yes and nods his head brilliantly. Mad Dog Madsen, M-O-M-A-D-D-O-G. In shotgun, jet sweep out to his right. Viking defense all over him. And they are going to take that 52-ounce steak and eat that bad boy for breakfast.
Well, 9 of the 11 defenders there in on the tackle, all following the run there. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the American Fork offense, led by sophomore quarterback Mad Dog Madsen. Yes, that's correct, folks. You heard that right. His name is Mad Dog, M-A-D-D-O-G. Mad Dog's going to clap his hands. He's going to get the snap. He's going to hand it off to the middle player. That's a running back, up the middle.
Evan Robinson on tackle.
Bringing up 3rd and about 3, I'd say, for the Vikings.
Well, what do you think Pleasant Grove needs to do here?
I think Pleasant Grove's defense needs to get a stop for starters here, Tanner.
Wow. Great analogy and great eyesight.
As my father says when watching football, you need stops and scores to win football. Mad Dog Madsen claps his hands, gets the snap. He's going to hand it off the middle to number 18. Number 18's got a bit of a hole. He's going to fight ahead for a first down, but he's going to be ripped down by number 11, Spencer Tatioli, on the tackle. Absolutely nothing doing there, but they're going to go ahead and give him a first down. As the Pleasant Grove student section, all 75 of them strongs coming to their feet. The mighty True and Blue Vikings coming here tonight in neon by order of student body president Fran. Shout out to him, morning announcements guy.
Fran Calderon.
Excellent human being. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for American Fork at their own 31-yard line. Long field ahead of them. Mad Dog gets his hands, throws it across the middle, caught by number 3, wrapped up by Matt Smith. 13, Matt Smith, excuse me.
Parker Jackson on the play there, receiving the ball and not really going anywhere after catching it. Brings up a 2nd and 3.
So it's going to be 2nd and short here for the Cavemen with 10:07 left in the 3rd quarter. If you're interested in sponsoring Pleasant Grove Sports Network, please comment in the comments section or talk to our teacher, Russ Mayo. We need sponsors, like bad. Okay, Mad Dog's going to air this bad boy out to number 1, and that's going to be caught out of the 30. What down is that? I can't tell.
I don't know either. But Madsen once again connecting with his receivers on that.
Taylor Crump with the reception, the 6'3 senior, 175.
Putting AF in good field position to score here to take the lead.
Tanner, do you think we're going to see a run or a pass play here?
Run.
Okay. So Mad Dog, he's going to get it. That's going to be a pass play. Mad Dog's going to throw it over the middle. Incomplete, batted there down by number 88 of the Viking defensive line, Maddox Ray. That's not Maddox Ray. That cannot be him. Well,
that's the wrong team. Number 85, no, it's Aketa.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong roster. My apologies.
Another great job here from Brendon Larson.
PGSN, the highest of quality, and nothing else.
Yeah, they're going to buy you guys one because they want you.
All right. Mad Dog, he's going to be looking out. He's feeling the Pete. He's going to toss it out to number 6. Number 6 wrapped up. Big tackle there by the Pleasant Grove defense. Number 4.
The one and only Rex Connors.
The one and only Rex Connors, channeling his inner Chris Hemsworth and bringing down all the might of Valhalla upon that poor soul. And he is down. That man is down after being tackled by Rex Connors.
That might be the greatest analogy I've ever heard. Brought tears to my eyes.
As Tanner's eyes are literally welling up here. We don't know why that's from allergies or whether it's from actual tears. Now, the Cavemen have an actual injured player down here on the field, which isn't looking good.
Yes. You have stick hair.
Don't zoom in on the person.
Is that good?
Yes.
Oh.
I said baseball hair.
Open the door.
I play basketball.
Oh, you have Oh, you're basketball? Yeah. We found a little boy one. They said Grace. You have one for Grace?
So the American Fort Caveman player is still down on the
Can't
field
read what
here.
number that is, but hopefully he can make a speedy recovery.
Our thoughts and prayers are with him right now as he is turned over on his stomach. After a big hit there by Rex Connors, it's not looking pretty out here, folks, as the entire Cavemen team has taken a knee. I expect the Vikings to do the same, but it's a rivalry game, so anything goes.
Cheerleaders still cheering on with their brilliant minds over there.
Tanner, for the last time, we cannot stay focused on the cheerleaders. There's a football game that needs to be played.
They have no idea what's going on out there.
Tanner just insulted every cheerleader out there. I apologize.
You're welcome.
My pleasure. And the Pleasant Grove trainers are walking out to the injured Cavemen on the field.
Mark Wooten, the man, the myth, the legend, with that referee.
Very obviously in the frame. Yeah, very obviously in the frame.
We don't know. We'd like to give a big thank you to our staff and crew tonight. We have Colby Farley producing. Braden, never mind, Colby's not producing anymore. He's just standing in the press box. We have Braden producing now. We got Josh, Matt, and our teacher Russ down on the field. Dustin's here doing absolutely nothing, but he's here.
He got us to say his name.
Dustin's just glad he got a shout out. We'd like to give a big shout out to all of our loyal viewers tuning in once again this week and every week as we bring you here their Friday Night Light action this week. Next week, do we have Westlake or Lone Peak?
Good question. Do you know who we play next week?
I have no idea who we play next week, Tanner.
I'll look him up.
Colby wonders if it's Lone Peak, out loud.
I thought I heard that.
Tanner, who do you think is going to win the World Series this year?
The Braves.
Are they even in the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Unlike the Reds.
Or the Mets.
Yes.
METS Mets.
JETS Jets. Both New York teams.
Tanner's going to give you some football updates coming up soon.
Oh, I guess I'm...
Do we know what time the Jets game is here tonight?
Well, the Jets don't play tonight.
We have a breaking news update. The New Jersey Jets have the New York Football Jets have just been announced as the preferred NFL team for PGSN. Once again, folks, the New York Jets have just been announced as the preferred NFL team for PGSN.
Does anyone want to go tell them?
JETS Jets.
Well, the Dolphins and the Jets are a great rivalry out there.
I definitely think the Dolphins and the Jets is one of the most heated rivalries in the history of the NFL. And the AF player is up, and he is A-OK. That is number 4, Mad Dog Madsen, who went down there for...
It's either Mad Dog Matson or Gabe Shipley. We have no idea.
Our thoughts and prayers are with him as this current moment. It's number 0. Number 0 is not a number.
There's not a number 0 on the
as
team.
The AF girl has lied to us. And now they're laughing. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the American Fort Cavemen as the Viking defense clad in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month as they are taking the field. Isaac Vaha getting some time here on defense. Isaac Vaha recently being offered scholarships from Brigham Young University, Oregon State University, and the University of Utah. Personally, if I were him, I'd choose the University of Utah. Madsen, he's rolling out. He's feeling the pressure. He's going to chuck this bad boy downfield. Easy ball. Drops right to Porter Connors for the perfect interception and dropped. Absolutely biffed it. It's going to be 4th and 11 here, though.
Dustin robbing the Charger from us real fast.
And I've recently been informed that the mic is too close to my mouth, so I'm moving it away.
Yeah, they really do say everything.
Literally, I can't hear it.
So it looks as if AF's going to be going for this one. 4th and 11, putting it all out on the line here. Mad Dog Madsen gets a snap, looking to his right. Throwing it deep, deep, deep downfield. Rex Connors with it. And an amazing catch there by number 2.
Hayden Betts.
Hayden Betts with the reception there from American Fork. That's going to be a touchdown.
What is going on? There's aneurysms happening all over the field.
There's epilepsy attacks happening on the field. I can't tell what's happening right now. The stadium lights are flashing.
I'd like to see the kicker try and kick through that. Seth Lyman could.
Seth Lyman could easily kick through that pandemonium. That was an amazing catch there by number 2, Hayden Betts. Wow, I am blown away. That was one of the greatest catches I've seen all year.
Yes.
He was being blanketed by Rex Connors, and he still came up with it. Any man who can fight off Rex Connors and catch a ball has my respect. And Max kicks through the uprights, and the Cavemen are up 21-14, and we ask those in the press box that would please refrain from cheering from their team here.
And squealing.
They are the away team. That's just how the system is.
9:02 left here in the third quarter. American Fork 21, your Pleasant Grove Vikings 14. Tanner, what did you see there from the Pleasant Grove defense?
Well, pretty good defense. Just perfect pass from Madsen to his wide receiver, and great catch.
You know, honestly, I don't think you could ask for any more on the Viking defense. They forced him to a 4th down, and American Fork went gutsy and got it, and a touchdown. So back to receive here for the Vikings. They have number 4, Rex Connors, and it looks like that is number 21, Axton Mickelson. Back to receive here for Pleasant Grove. Let's see if they can run this boy all the way to the house. Thank you for tuning in, folks. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
I'm Tanner Keith.
Tanner,
Yes.
how often do you watch television?
About twice a week.
And on these twice-a-week occasions, what are you watching?
Anything that's on. Football.
This is a squib kick here by American Fork.
Megged.
Megged at the 20. Rex has got it to about the 25-yard line, 30, 29 probably. So Caleb Campbell and the Viking offense are going to take the field here. Close game. Let's see if Caleb can take this ball to the house and have the Vikings take the lead.
Not yet. I think we're getting one. We have the YouTube channel is where we live broadcast it. So that's what.
Is it and PG's broadcast?
Pleasant Grove, Caleb Campbell going under center. He's got 2 in his fullback. He's got 1 out to his left, 1 out to his right. He's going to hand it off. He's going to play action. Hand off up the middle. Connor still on his feet after going through a truckload of Cavemen defenders and fighting it through.
Tripped up there after a pretty good run, waiting for the hole to open, sees it, and gets
As Colby Farley coming in with expert analysis saying that Rex Connors is, quote, a beast, end quote.
Oh, yes.
Campbell under center. It's going to be 2nd and 6, 8:32 left in the third quarter. Campbell under center. Gets the snap. He's going to hand it up the middle again to Porter Connors. He's running out to the right side. He's still got room to run. Jukes got the 40. Still on his feet at the 50. Still on the feet at the 55. And down and around the 40. Incredible play there from Porter Connors. The Connors twins really clutching it up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, we just found it down on the walkway, so awesome. Thanks.
Hey, can you get them to like stop talking?
I called everyone. Yes, good job, Dustin. We have lead singer of Playtime, Dustin, here with us. Dustin's band is available on Spotify. Jet sweep out to Evan Robinson. There's flags on the field. There's more flags flying tonight than the United Nations, buddy. Tanner, anything you have to say about that previous play?
Well, there was a flag, and it was called down early. Oh, are you talking about that other run by
The
Porter?
previous play.
Which one? The flag or the run by Porter
The
Connors?
previous play.
Well, not using many words is Brendon Larson.
First and 15 for the Vikings. After that play is going to be coming all the way back to the 45-yard line. Caleb Campbell's going to hand it off to the right side. Number 17, Evan Robinson, and he slips.
Sniper status confirmed as he is shot on the ground.
Definitely a dirty play there by the AF fans. They definitely threw something, and Evan slipped on it. Evan Robinson would never naturally slip. Please feel free to comment in the comments section about how you felt about our Evan Robinson interview during halftime. And, yeah, as Tanner sits there, zoning out, looking deep into the soul of American Fork players.
Yes.
Caleb Campbell's going under center. He's got 1 out to his right, 1 out to his left. He's going to counter it out to the right to Porter Connors. Still beating guys and down to his feet at about the 40-yard line, reclaiming some of the yards lost there. It's going to be 3rd and about a mile here for Pleasant Grove.
Trying to catch this defense off guard. Wooten calls a gutsy play on the counter, and Connors just can't get much out of it.
We've
3
seen a lot of
yards.
counters out of the Viking offense here tonight, Tanner.
Yes.
Wooten's going deep into his playbook of spells. I think Coach Wooten's a wizard.
Playbook of spells.
What if we went to a wizard school?
Hogwarts?
No.
What other wizard schools are there, bro?
I don't know. I'm sure there's one out there. Caleb Kendall under center. He's going to play action, roll out to his left. He's going to fire a bomb downfield, looking for his man. Nothing. Incomplete. Looking for Cale Mickelson on the reception, but there is flags out on the field. Let's see what the referee has to say about this play. Holding on the offense.
Penalty
is declined. 4th and 9. Let's see if they let Seth Lyman try and use his velociraptor legs and kick this bad boy through the uprights.
60 yards.
I've seen it done before.
No. Yes, by a sophomore from Pleasant Grove, Utah.
Seth Lyman.
Evan Robinson takes
Evan Robinson's going to be punting here. They're going to try and punt and pin and let their defense win the game for him. Evan kicks it away. Not a fake punt, as we've often seen out of Evan Robinson this year, and this one's going to come out up for a touchback. So Mad Dog Madsen, M-A-D-D-O-G, is going to be taking up the American Fork offense at the 25-yard line with 6:28 left in the third quarter. We've got a good one on our hands, folks, as the rivalry continues here on PGSN. The American Fork K-Men versus your Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Lots of hand movements there from Brendon Larson.
I'm waving my hands constantly in the air in the booth. As the American Fork sound system is incredibly loud as they play mediocre music throughout the night. In my personal opinion, the 90s was the greatest decade for music. Mad Dog Madsen, he's going to fake a play out to the middle, and the running back, number 10, is going to be swallowed up by Viking defenders.
Trying to catch this defense off guard.
Number 10, Jackson Gregory, the senior running back, 5'10", 210 pounds. That is a big boy right there.
In on the tackle, Cooper King and Spencer Tatioli. Stopped after a 7-yard run.
Tanner, do you have a song of the night?
No.
I think the song of the night is Remix to Ignition by R. Kelly.
Oh, that's...
Mad Dog Madsen's going to get the snap. He's going to throw it out to his right side. Caught by number 3 and pushed out of bounds by number 2, Caden Bishop.
Dustin and Colby sit back there laughing at our song choice.
Shut up. Hey, our volleyball team is watching down in Phoenix, and I see you guys are doing a great job.
AF volleyball team?
We'd like to give a big shout out to the American Fork girls volleyball team, who apparently are watching us down in Phoenix. As Dustin is quoting Remix to Ignition, and there's flags flying out here. The American Fork girl in our press box wants us to say the song of the night is We Will Rock You by Queen, but that's a cliche 80s song, and we're not going to say that's the song of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, the song of the night is Remix to Ignition by R. Kelly. I'm sorry, it just is. It's the freaking weekend. This week was a long one for me. I had to do 4 packets in biology. Mad Dog Madsen is going to roll out to his right. He's going to be looking down. He's going to be still running out to his right, and he's just going to run out of bounds. He's heard the Connors brothers' footsteps and got scared.
Second and 15 here for this.
It's going to be 5:45 left in the third quarter. American Fork 21, your Pleasant Grove Vikings are number 14, at 14, excuse me, number 14, Jaden Maldonado back from injury tonight, though.
What a coincidence.
Coincidence. Mad Dog Madsen getting the ball, 2nd and 15. He's going to heave it downfield, looking for number 3. He's caught. And Connors is going to wrap him up. Not enough for a first down there. Excellent tackle there by Rex Connors. Who had that reception?
Well, one of the numbers between 1 and 25, I believe.
In-depth analysis here from Tanner Keith.
Very welcome.
Mad Dog Madsen, 3rd and 1, 3rd and short. He's going to hand it off to the middle, number 10. Number 10's got room to run still on his feet, and he's going to take it around to the 48-yard line. until the Viking defenders absolutely jumped all over him like vicious velociraptors.
Well, this AF defense just picking apart, AF offense just picking apart this Pleasant Grove defense. And Pleasant Grove's not showing much effort to stop them from driving down the field.
Hands on the hips for the Pleasant Grove defense. They're looking a little gassed out there tonight as Mark Wooten has heavily been relying on them to get them through this game. 4:51 left in the third quarter. Mad Dog Madsen gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to number 10. He's bouncing it out to the right, and he's going to take it down for about 3 yards.
Another solid run there from AF's running back, Jackson Gregory, who's had multiple carries on this drive.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 for, second and 6 for American Fork offense here as they're getting an audible from the sideline. Let's see if Pleasant Grove defense can get a big stop here. Madsen claps his hands, gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to the middle again to number 10, and nothing doing.
Multiple defenders there, not the tackle. Trying to bounce it outside, but that front four there, all being able to hit him there, which is pretty interesting.
Pleasant Grove defense is having a great game tonight, but letting 21 points go up on the board. Let's see if Pleasant Grove's offense can, first of all, defense needs to get a stop. Then the offense needs to put the ball in the end zone.
Third down here for Mad Dog Madsen in this Kevin offense.
MADDOG, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see if the last session of General Conference ends at 4.
Mad Dog gets a snap. He's got a man rolling out to his right. He's going to roll out to his right. He's feeling the heat. He's going to heave this bad boy downfield into a man wide open. Number 3, caught, still on his feet, and wrapped up by Matt Smith. Number 3, Parker Jackson with the reception. Big play there from the American Fork offense for about a 30-yard carry.
Matt Smith with, thinking it was a run play there, jumping up on the pass and just thrown over his head. 1st and 10 here.
Madsen, he's going to throw out to his right, wide receiver screen. Pleasant Grove defense reading it the whole way. And he's tackled after about 2 yards. That was number 20, Joseph Togosila, a 5'11 junior, 155 pounds. That's a big boy. As the Pleasant Grove student section's looking a little mellow. Mellow yellow as they come to the game in neon tonight. Tanner, do you have any comments about the Pleasant Grove student section?
Well, one of the weirdest type of color outs I've seen, neon out, and
Madsen throwing out to his right. He's got a man. Ooh, big hit there. 14, Jaden Maldonado laying out that American Fork wide receiver. Feel bad for that guy. That was a big hit from Jaden. Jaden Maldonado is the reason that my father doesn't play basketball anymore. After he played my father at the rec, my dad said he'd quit basketball.
Well, Brendon Larson still giving us useless facts, but 3rd and 11 here for this Mad Dog.
Coming up on the next offensive drive, I'll tell you about the time I played Caleb Campbell in church ball. Madsen's going to fire into the end zone, throwing it to absolutely no one.
Wide open receiver there, the letter N. Nobody guarding him.
Yeah, the letter N was definitely wide open on that play.
Drop pass there in the end zone, though. Leads to a 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and 11 with 2:34 left in the third quarter. Thank you for tuning in. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
I'm Tanner Keith.
We're broadcasting to you live on KPGR 88.1 FM and on KPGR 881 on YouTube Live. Field goal kick is up, and it is good there.
Nearly blocked by Porter Connors coming around the edge.
American
Puts
Fork
this AF offense up 24-14.
American Fork extending their lead there.
Call me back tonight after the game. I'm at a football game, buddy. Broadcasting. Okay, bye.
So let's see if Pleasant Grove can run this boy back here. They're down 10 points with 2:32 left in the third quarter. We got a great rivalry game on our hands here tonight, Tanner. Definitely a thriller. I've been on the edge of my seat the whole time, partly because my seat's plastic and uncomfortable, but also because it's an exciting game.
2 very valid reasons.
If you'd like to give us better seats, feel free to come into the American Fork press box. We need better seats. But we're also extremely grateful for American Fork High School hosting us here in their press box. We'd like to give a big shout out to them and their sports broadcasting crew who are showing a few pointers around here tonight, because this is how you broadcast sports, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. 2:32 left in the third quarter.
AF's kicker looking to kick it to the back of the end zone once again.
The letter N is definitely wide open. I'd say C's open too. As the Pleasant Grove student section finally gets on their feet here, I don't blame them. It's kind of freezing out there. It's about 42 degrees on the dot with a wind chill of about 40. It probably feels like Antarctica out there, Bear. And then it's a squib kick around to the 20-yard line, and it's dropped, fielded by, looks like number 14, Jaden Maldonado, still on his feet at the 40. He's got room to run on the 50. Still running on his feet, flags fly. He's on his feet at the 40, and he's going to take it down to the 35-yard line. Jaden Maldonado with a big run back there by Pleasant Grove, just what they needed. Flags on the play, though. Let's see what the call is from the referee. Dustin, could you tell us more information about your band?
He's playing at the Pigpen on October 26th.
Make sure to go to the Pigpen on October 26th to see Dustin Spindler's band Playtime. Dustin is an incredibly talented singer. You might not know it, but he is really honestly one of the best high school singers I have ever seen. That boy has a set of pipes.
We might be able to hear him sing Ignition remix there. Mocking us earlier, but one of the greatest songs on earth.
Dustin Spindler may be doing a cover of Remix to Ignition by R. Kelly coming up at some point. 2:20 left in the third quarter. Caleb Campbell and the Viking offense setting up shop after that play was called back for a block in the back by Pleasant Grove on the 45-yard line. The wind's blowing. It's cold. It's a rivalry game. It's Friday Night Lights. You gotta love it, baby. Campbell in shotgun. He's got 3 out to his right. He's going to get the snap a little high. He's going to throw it to his right. And now bullet pass looking for number 22, Axton Kale Mickelson.
No, that's 22.
What? Right?
Yeah.
One of the Mickelsons. Kale Mickelson. That's what I said.
Older Kale.
Older Kale. Look for him during basketball season. Kale Mickelson, a phenomenal basketball player. And you can hear every Pleasant Grove basketball game brought to you right here at PGSN.
Brendon with the settle.
So there was a flag on the play, and this play is going to be going really far ahead. 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the 40-yard line. They're in American Fork territory trying to score as fast as possible, as ASAP as possible, as I like to say sometimes. 2:16 left in the third quarter. Campbell in shotgun. He's going to roll out to his right. He's looking. He's chucking it deep, deep, deep. Caught by Kale Mickelson at the 20-yard line. Down to the 10 and tackled by American Fork defenders. It went through the hands of American Fork cornerback, but Kale still came up with a big reception there, and the Vikings are into the red zone.
Great tip there from the AF defender right into Kale's hands, setting us up for a great field position. Not on purpose, very incidental.
Vikings break huddle. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Caleb Campbell with the steadfast stare of an alpha wolf.
Alpha wolf.
Coming to the offensive line of his other pack of wolves. Gets the snap, rolling out to his right, looking left, throwing left.
Wide open receiver, and it is almost at the camera guy.
The camera guy was wide open, and Caleb threw an absolute dime to him.
That's 2 great passes to the leather and the camera guy so far this game. Doesn't happen very much.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Vikings. 1:40 left in the third quarter. The Cavemen 24, the Vikings 14. The Vikings coming into the game 6-1 after a big game win from last week from off of kicker Seth Lyman's PAT at the last few seconds to make it go in. All right, 2nd down. Caleb Campbell in shotgun. He's got 3 out to his left, 1 to his right. Breathed into the defense. Gets a snap. Hands off to Rex Connors, bouncing out to his left. He's got room to run. He's going to take it to the house. Score. And the Vikings are in for 6, baby.
But there's a flag.
There's a flag.
Very depressing.
Very, very depressing. Let's see what the play is.
The flag a little too late, and I started.
I'm just repeating what they said earlier.
It's like,
And this play is going to be coming back.
Put the camera right here, and then you can
Tanner, honestly, why haven't we seen more of Isaac Vaha out here tonight?
It's a good question. Have something to talk to Coach Wooten about later on.
Definitely a good job scouting from the American Fork defense. We haven't seen a whole lot of Isaac Vaha, who just got 3 D1 offers from Brigham Young University, the University of Utah, and and Oregon State University. Full ride scholarships. We're very happy for him. 6'7" junior. He's still got another year ahead of him. Very exciting time for Pleasant Grove football. Caleb Campbell is in shotgun. He's rolling out to his right. He's going to keep it. He's got room on the 20. He's got room at the 10. Still on his feet at the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings! Caleb Campbell with a 20-yard run. He's taking it to the house for 6, baby. And the Vikings are back in this game.
Well, this caveman defense had no idea what was going on, using all their brain cells, and still couldn't stop him on the run. Injured quarterback there running into the end zone.
almost as impressive.
Vikings are down 4. Seth Lyman with his Velociraptor legs coming out to kick this PAT.
Well, Pleasant Grove doing what they've done every game, coming back late in the game.
Pleasant Grove, the comeback kids. Seth Lyman, the PAT monster.
It's like my brain.
The PAT is up. And it is a fake. It's a fake. The Vikings are going for 2. They're going to throw it out. Incomplete there.
Well, dropped by the holder there, not on purpose a fake. Campbell trying to get outside to just throw it away, and just out of reach there. Puts the score at 20-24. AF leads.
As the Pleasant Grove student section quite excited after that last touchdown drive, and the Pleasant Grove cheerleaders are trying to hype them up, but it's kind of hard when it's cold this night. So we suggest that you bundle up and try and not get hypothermia.
Hypothermia, very dangerous.
Hypothermia is a very dangerous health condition that affects millions of America every year. Dustin, how many times do you brush your teeth a day?
6.
Dustin Spindler coming in clutch, brushing his teeth 6 times a day. That is 3 times the recommended amount by the American Dental Association. Fantastic numbers there by Dustin Spindler.
Some people say brushing your teeth helps with your singing. I believe it pays off for Dustin.
Definitely pays off for Dustin with his magnificent smile. Seth Lyman's going to boot this bad boy all the way back to the end zone, down to the 5-yard line, fielded by American Fork. This boy's got room to run at the 15. He's bouncing out at around the 20. He's got room to run at the 30. And Seth Lyman! Seth Lyman with the hit! Seth Lyman! Seth Lyman giving a big hit on the American Fork receiver. Seth Lyman, the kicker, pushing the American Fork
well, I've never heard the
wide receiver running it down, and he was tackled at the 40-yard line. A beautiful play by Seth Lyman.
I don't know, I've heard Seth Lyman said that many times in a sentence before, but it's pretty great. Great hit there by Seth.
Seth Lyman showing that he's not just a soccer player, he is a solid, verified football player.
Almost forcing a fumble, which AF defense hasn't done yet.
Mad Dog Madsen gets a snap. He's going to hand it up the middle, and nothing doing as the Viking defense eats that boy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and throws in a little side of dessert at the end there, too. There's 1 minute and 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Thank you for tuning in, folks. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Dustin Spindler.
Sorry, that is Tanner Keith. That is Tanner Keith, my broadcast partner.
Tune into my Spotify on my band's name is Playtime. I'm a great singer.
Tanner Keith is pretending to be Dustin Spindler. Mad Dog Madsen gets a snap. It's fumbled. It's recovered by Pleasant Grove.
Wait, what is that? Oh yeah, another fumble by AF.
Pleasant Grove coming up with a fumble recovery. Number 8, Eddie 8 from Pleasant Grove. I have my rosters mixed up. Number 88, Maddox. Wait a second.
That's still the wrong roster.
Still the wrong roster. Hunter Gilman, the defensive end for Pleasant Grove, coming up with a big fumble recovery. They've got a short field ahead of them, 35 on their. I gotta take a deep breath.
Third time's a charm there. Third turnover. Third time trying to get the name right, and puts us in good position to score for.
The magic number is 3 here tonight. Vikings with a short field on the 35-yard line, down 4 points. 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Caleb Campbell, he's in his shotgun. He's got one out to his right, one out to his left. He's got a fullback on his right and left as well. Caleb in the shotgun, gets a snap, looking to his left. He looks like he's going to run. He's going to fake the run. He's going to chuck this boy downfield. Wide open. Campbell Mickelson in and out of his hands. Just barely overthrew him.
Great pass there from Campbell. Just overthrows Mickelson, taking the shot down the middle.
Am I too loud?
Yeah, when you're.
That's a good shot.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Down 4. Caleb Campbell.
PG. Yeah.
That's insane.
Caleb Campbell surveying his offense, surveying the defense. He's surveying anything. You could say he's Lewis and Clark surveying the new world. Caleb Campbell getting the snap. Ooh, wrapped up for about a 10-yard sack there by the American Fork defense.
Fumbled there by Campbell on the hit. Nope. No blocking there. Just AF gets the ball.
AF recovers the fumble there from Caleb Campbell. The Vikings are unable to capitalize on that turnover as they turn it over themselves. Coach Mark Wooten is probably not the happiest of moods right now. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. As Mad Dog, M-A-D-D-O-G, takes the field here. Got some interesting names on this American Fork roster. As we go down the line, we're going to see Robert Fanor Hickson, Jojo Famusili, Brody Schoonover, Harper Shaw. Definitely some colorful characters on this AF roster. Throws it out to AF, caught at the 50-yard line for about an 8-yard gain. As me and Tanner make wind sounds, because we are demonstrating how windy it is out there tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd definitely be on the lookout. 6 seconds left in the third quarter, and this clock's going to tick, 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 tick away. It's going to be 2nd and 3 coming back. So that's the end of the third quarter. Tanner, what do you think the Vikings can do to come out with the W here tonight?
Well, I mean, forcing turnovers has been one of their top things this game. If they force another one, just get that momentum going once again.
It was on second for the whole third.
They're only down by 4, so hold them to a field goal, and it's a 7-point game. So just keep them out of the end zone here on this drive, and they can tie it up.
2nd and 3 for the Vikings. For the Cavemen.
My nephew and I are going to go to a concert. We're doing Best Out.
Okay.
I wanted to.
Best
The
guy who goes there.
I wanted to go to the NF concert with the tickets so bad.
I was on the phone with my nephew. He was like, Jaden, he's like, we're going to this concert. I was like, okay,
I'm still sick.
How about Shawn Mendes? How about Shawn Mendes?
They're about Complex, which is like a
Complex. Usana's the best.
How about the Jays?
Usana's the best.
I went to the Complex for the Jack and Jack concert in April. It's so small.
So as the fourth quarter is getting started here, the American Fork Cavemen taking up shop right on the 50-yard line. They're up 24-20 on your Pleasant Grove Vikings. Thank you for tuning in. This is Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Brendon Larson.
There's probably like drinking fountains. You just have to walk.
As Tanner says nothing, as he drinks body armor. Body armor, if you're listening, feel free to sponsor us. We would like that.
You look like you're in 5th grade. I'm like, look it, here's my pass. And I whip it out and like, you stole it. How does it feel?
American Fork is taking, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 for American Fork. Viking defense needs to stop here. 11:35 left in the fourth quarters. It's just getting started. This magnificent rivalry game is getting underway here. The classic rivalry, red versus blue, PG versus AF, nothing better. Madsen's going to hand it up the middle, and it's going to be, this is going to be a tight one. Let's see if the refs are going to give it to him. 3rd and 1. They might need to break out the chains here.
No, I like him hearing me cheering. It's one of my
It
favorites.
looks like he's just going to be short.
Huh? I know.
Oh, nope, they're going to give him a first down. They're breaking out the chains. Nope, they're going to give him a first down. I highly disagree with that call there made by the referee, but the referee made his call, and I have to live with that. 11:20 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, they're telling us to be nice to AF up here, but no.
PG till I die. Madsen's going to take the snap. He's going to throw it over the middle, and the ref almost intercepted it there, but AF receiver coming up with a big catch there. It's going to be about 2nd and 4. 10:54 left in the fourth quarter. American Fork 24, your Pleasant Grove Vikings 20.
Madsen just trying to pick apart this defense this drive. Just trying to put any points on the board to extend this lead.
Madsen's got one out to his right, two out to his left. Haven't seen a whole lot of Devin Downing this game. Motion across the middle for a wide receiver, number 7. He's going to throw it out to his right. There's flags on the play, and it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. The play is dead.
I believe the flag is illegal motion on this AF offense.
It's dead. It's dead. It's dead.
False start on the offense.
False start on the offense. That's a good sign here for the Pleasant Grove defense. 10:31 left in the game. As the Pleasant Grove student section, it looks as the majority of them are sitting down due to the cold weather.
Or because they're losing.
As the neon out was a mild success here tonight.
Mild. Little over-exaggerations.
Madsen in shotgun. He's got 3 out to his right, 1 out to his left. He's got a fullback to his right. He's looking to his left. He's going to throw to his left. Incomplete there. Brilliant coverage there by the Connors and
Caden Bishop, number 2.
And Caden Bishop.
Another junior on this Pleasant Grove defense.
It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the American Fort Cavemen. Vikings need to stop here. The Vikings need to stop better than I need an A in math. Mad Dog's getting the snap. He's dropping back, throwing to his right. Caught by number 1 and wrapped up for a tackle after they got the first down.
Madsen finding their open receiver, number 1.
Taylor Crump having a big game this game. Feeling the
senior wide receiver playing his last rivalry game against Pleasant Grove.
Yep. Definitely going out with a bang. As there is a child blocking my view of the scoreboard, so I can't see that. Thank you for the child moving. 1st and 10 for the American Fort Cavemen. 9:55 left in the fourth quarter. Mad Dog gets the snap. He's going to hand it off the middle to number 10. Number 10 sees the Viking defense, bounces out to the 20-yard line and wrapped up for a tackle. Looks like he got a first down there and a little bit more.
Stutters there for a second, but then able to bounce outside where nobody is for a 15-yard run.
It's going to take a miracle for the Vikings to win this game. As there is negativity flowing here in the press box. I need to listen to the Beatles to get good vibes. Shout out to the Beatles for having Abbey Road being the #1 selling album of all time and probably the greatest album of all time. Mad Dog Madsen throws it to his right. Number 10 wrapped up by Spencer Tattioli and Spencer Tattioli sits him down like a naughty boy in timeout. 9:05 left in the fourth quarter.
Just tell me what it is. I can see you doing it anyways.
Tanner, what do you think the Vikings are going to have to do to get this win?
Score.
That when it comes down to it, that is the most essential part of sports, scoring points. Number 10 gets the ball, flags on the play.
Holding on the offense there, but Tattioli makes a tackle.
Tattioli coming up with a big tackle. Tattioli really taking it to number 10. On the previous play, sitting him down. On this play, just standing him up. He's absolutely playing with him.
Shout out to Dustin's band, Playtime.
Way to work that in, Tanner.
He's playing at Pigpen on a day in October. I already forgot, but...
Is that really on the Vikings?
Yes.
And it appears the referees have been paid by the American Fort coaches. Yes, I just said that over air. I don't care at this point. Go Vikings.
Negativity is flowing.
I don't know if
Shout out to AF's coaches for using Venmo this game. Hardest money to follow through transferring.
AF ball on the 10-yard line. Maddox is going to get the snap. He's going to throw it in the end zone. Looking for number 1. Nothing doing there. Incomplete.
Negativity, I need it.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal here for the American Fort Cavemen, as there is another small child obstructing my view of the scoreboard.
Same one as earlier, looking at us very
Shout out to that guy as he looks at us with big bulging eyes.
Saying people want you to zoom out a little bit.
Yeah.
I see. I thought you told me to zoom out. Oh, no. I'm not filming. I don't know.
Okay, I guess I... Why is the second sign?
Mad Dog Madsen in shotgun. 2 out to his left. Gets the ball. He's going to roll it out to his left. He's going to throw it to his left. Dump down pass to number 30. Number 30 is going to take it to the house. American Fork scores again.
You can add the points in the replay.
It's going to be 30-20 for the American Fork Vikings with 8:24 left in the game. Let's see if this with the PAT pending.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
This kicker has been solid tonight, Tanner. I will give him that.
Almost as good as Seth Lyman.
Almost as good as Seth Lyman.
Hey, which person is it? Anybody know her? She's screaming on the top. Nothing knows her. You know her? What person is it?
So the PAT is good for the American Fork Cavemen. It's going to be 31-20 now. 8:24 left in the fourth quarter.
No, she's just screaming about somebody.
Oh. Who, Dustin? I think Dustin's on camera.
Dustin.
They don't. Well,
As it seems as Tanner has found his spirit animals, Dustin Spindler tonight.
Playtime band. Singer.
Somebody out.
Did you say Sydney?
Anybody, no. Anybody, I don't care. Just don't say
So the American Fork is going to kick this one back to Jaden Maldonado, and I can't see who that is. I'm assuming that's...
I think that's Colton Bayless or
Dustin.
number 38 for the Vikings.
Are we doing a simulcast? Oh, okay.
Yes, I do believe this is a simulcast.
So yeah, they are going on the radio.
So Cayman are going to kick this one all the way back to the end zone, and it's going to be out of bounds for a touchback there by the Vikings. Tanner, how are the Vikings going to get back in this game with so little time left on the clock?
Well, Campbell's just been overthrowing his receivers so far. If he can just dial in a couple throws, drive down the field, score any points on this drive, keep it close. It's an 11-point game. Couple stops, and they're right back in this game.
11-point game, and nothing cannot be done, as we have seen here in high school football. High school football under the nights, Friday Night Lights, baby. You gotta love it. All right, so we're gonna have Caleb Campbell in. Wait, is that Caleb? Yes, that's Caleb in shotgun. Got a fullback to his left, went out to his. He's got Vaha out to his right. Vaha looking for a screen. Caleb's gonna throw it downfield. Check down to number 22, Caleb Mickelson. Spins and wrapped up for about a 7-yard gain. Vikings gotta move fast here if they want to put points on the board.
Hitting Mickelson across the middle, just trying to get some positive yards there. Puts him at 2nd and 2.
My bad.
I'm Brendon.
No, Brendon. Sorry.
Campbell's in shotgun. He's got Evan to his left, Vaha to his also to his left and a wide out. Campbell gets a snap. He's going to take himself up the middle. He's got room to run and wrapped up for a sack at the 29-yard line.
Pleasant Grove just trying to get the first down, but nothing's going.
It's going to be third and 2 or...
See? Why did you say
So it's going to be 3rd and 2 here for the Vikings. 7:24 left in the game clock. As time is their worst enemy here. I think one thing we can agree on, Tanner, is that... Never mind, hold on. As this play hands it off to number 13, Matt Smith, and he's going to be dropped for a tackle for loss.
Well, Pleasant Grove just keeping it on the ground there. Not a smart decision. Had a couple receivers with nobody on them, but sets up 4th down.
Tanner,
back to punt.
one thing I think we can both agree on, this is a rivalry game, but PG and AF both have a combined hatred for Lone Peak. I think we can all agree on that. That we do not, it is a triangular rivalry. It's a weird sort of opposite love triangle.
I will agree with PG on that.
4th and 2 here for the Vikings. Evan Robinson's going to punt this away. And he's going to fake punt it, and he's going to try and get it off, and it's fumbled. And American Fork Center block the punt and get the ball. This game's all but over. 6:34 left in the 4th quarter with American Fork in scoring position once again.
AF just had nobody back and brought everybody off the line.
Didn't you guys both say at halftime how PG was going to win?
6:34 left in the fourth quarter. Vikings 20, the American Fork Cavemen 31.
No, we've been defeated before.
They've lost 3 times.
We lost to Skyridge the other week.
Maddox Madison coming into the, and there's going to be a timeout blown by the referees.
I was very disappointed.
Timeout called by AF's coach once again.
Aaron Bum.
Bem.
Bem.
Boom.
Bem.
Bem.
We do believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Again, we're unsure. Once again, tonight's poll question is, who do you think is going to win the World Series? Anyone but the Tampa Bay Rays for me.
No, but we lost to Harriman.
Anybody but the Dodgers for me.
Who do I have this one?
American Fork coming into the game 4-3, and Pleasant Grove coming into the game 6-1, ranked 4th in the state and ranked 118th nationally. That ranking is definitely going to drop if they take this L tonight. American Fork coming into the game ranked 7th in the state and 195th in the nation. We got an upset on our hands here, possibly with 6:34 remaining in the game. The Cavemen once again in scoring position. It's going to take a miracle. You ever seen Rudy?
Yes.
We need Sean Aston on the field here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Maddox Madsen's going to hand it off to number 10. Again, up the middle. He's got a first down and a wee bit more. Tackled down to the 5-yard line.
Defender's trying to strip the ball there, but nothing going as number 10 once again put some positive yards down.
6:27 left in the fourth quarter. As American Fork's making some substitutions. Number 70 coming onto the field for American Fork. I've got my papers mixed up and I'm unsure who that is. Well, yeah. American Fork running an option out to the right, and they're going to be tackled at the 3-yard line. For second and goal here for American Fork. 6:02 left in the game. Tanner, what were some good things you saw out of Pleasant Grove here tonight?
Well, Campbell not having a very bad game. Just a couple throws overthrown to his wide receivers. Not really getting that run game going at all this game. And their defense just very slowly started falling apart later in the game.
Maddox Maxson under center here. He's going to hand it off to number 10 again. Number 10 stopped on the goal line there by the Viking defense. Good stop. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Hey, stop moving for a second.
5:15 left in the game.
Freeze mode. Back to Wackles.
Tanner, what were some things you saw out of Pleasant Grove that they need to improve on?
Well, their pass defense here gave up too many deep passes. Just outplayed on the offensive side, so.
Looks like AF's going to take this one again. Let's see if they got this. Trying to push it over the goal line here. And touchdown American Fork.
Jackson Gregory in on the score once again.
And the Lights are having another spaz attack. Let's see if this PAT is good for American Fork, and they can go up 30-20 on the Pleasant Grove Vikings. The snap is away, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. 38-20. Cavemen putting the smack down on Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove looking a little defeated on the sidelines here, and especially in the stands, as the majority of the student section has now begun to sit down, which I don't blame them.
Pleasant Grove here looking to drop their second game in region play.
American Fork looks like they're going to get the win on their homecoming night. Shout out to any of you going to American Fork's homecoming tomorrow. Hope you have
Homecoming was last week.
Apparently homecoming was last week. I was just informed. I was also informed before the game that this was their homecoming game.
It is.
In the words of a popular Vine, I am confusion.
We had a home game last week.
They did not have a home game last week. I have just been informed.
We are very confused on what's happening.
Me and Tanner are both confusion.
Okay, let me explain it really quick.
So the American Fork kicker is going to wind up number 38, whoever he is. He's a good kicker, but he's no Seth Lyman.
Alpine District redid our football field this year, so our whole entire schedule's messed up, so we only have like 2 home games. And we didn't have one last week. That's why.
The kicker's going to wind up, and he's going to kick it. He's going to kick it deep. He's going to kick it all the way to the V in Caveman. And the Vikings are going to call for a fair catch there by number 21, Axton Mickelson.
Younger brother of Kel Mickelson.
Does Axton play basketball?
Yes.
Axton plays basketball, so also be on the lookout for him this season during basketball season. We will also be providing every basketball game for you people, for you PGSN fans and you fans of good sports, because that's what we do here at PG. But not tonight, as we occasionally take L's once in a while.
Not as many as AF has this year, but
Hey yo!
Still.
Tanner laying down a fiery roast against AF.
I didn't even hear it, so we need to.
It's a rivalry game. We're taking a few liberties on the broadcast and we're acting extremely unprofessional, but I'm a sophomore and Tanner's a junior. I think we're A-okay.
I also have type 1 diabetes. For those of you looking to cure that disease, contact JDRF.
And looks like there was a block in the back of some sorts against American Fork, and the Pleasant Grove's going to get a few extra penalty yards here. At this point, it's nothing but brownie points, but we'll take it.
15-yard penalty. Charged against his defense once again.
Oh, that's good.
Tanner, do you have any fun weekend plans?
Nope.
Tanner has declined to say what he's doing this weekend.
Yes.
Caleb Campbell under center. He's going to motion Porter across the middle. He's going to get the snap. It's Evan actually in shotgun. Evan's rolling out to his right. He's still on his feet and tackled at the 3 or 4 yard after a 3 or 4 yard gain. 4:40 left in the fourth quarter.
Do homework. Ooh, homework. Shoot.
Second down for the Vikings. 38-20 for the Cavemen. Viking cheerleaders are still trying to be positive, even though they're probably all dead inside, like I am.
I like how he speaks the truth.
Evan Robinson looks like he's playing quarterback at this point now.
Taking Campbell out.
Evan's going to hand it off to number 4, Rex Connors, just shaking off defenders, and it looks like he may have gotten a first down on the play.
Coach not looking to get Campbell hurt late in this game. So
4 minutes left as he's given Evan the quarterback position, which he told us is his favorite position.
See if Robinson can put together some points on this drive.
Once again, our poll question in the comment section tonight is, who do you think is going to win the World Series? In my opinion, it's anybody but the Tampa Bay Rays.
You don't know what it is.
Evan's going under center. There's a flag out on the play.
Number 11, Tatsioli jumped before the snap.
The referees are a little flag happy, as we've seen this afternoon.
Who's that flag on?
I think Spencer or Stevie player just.
What does it mean when they go this, if they do this side or this side?
It means who gets the ball.
Sorry?
Or who. Basically just who.
Hey, that was a Viking football field.
Yeah, I think there are a couple up there.
It's going to be 3rd and 6 for Pleasant Grove here. Thank you for tuning in. This is PGSN. I'm Brendon Larson.
I'm Tanner Keith.
We bring into this action to you all night long, as Lionel Richie would say.
All night long for another.
Robinson in shotgun gets a snap. Running out to his right. They're running Wildcat. Robinson's got room to run. He's got blockers, and he picks up a first down. More brownie points here for Pleasant Grove as the fourth quarter winds down. With 3:05 left in the game.
Pleasant Grove just looking to put something together here.
Tanner, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go home and cry myself to sleep.
That's okay.
Especially for the side.
As Tanner nods his head in agreement.
Yes.
If you have any questions, you can honestly ask Russ Mayo, who's the teacher who's in charge of all this. He knows all about this.
Evan Robinson in shotgun. Motion Spencer across the middle. He's running out. He's got blockers. He's looking to pass. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to run it again. He's going to get tackled after big tackle after about 3-yard gain. Evan pops right back up. Nothing phases him.
Thinking he hit him hard, but barely touched him there.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1, thinking he lay down the smack on Evan, but nobody lays the smack down on Evan. Evan Robinson, a junior, standing tall at about 6'1". We don't have his weight, but it's probably a lot more than me.
It's because you are a cross country.
I am a cross-country runner, so I am skinny. Caleb Campbell gets the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to keep rolling. He's going to juke some defenders. He's got room to run. He's got more brownie points. Still on his feet and tackled after a first down. 1:58 left in the game. Fourth quarter winding down here. The Vikings 20, the American Fork Cavemen 38. We're broadcasting to you live from KPGR 88.1 and live to YouTube at KPGR 881. We'd like to give a big shout out to the American Fork girls volleyball team who's watching this game in Phoenix and other PG people. I know my seminary teacher, Brother Fugel, probably is. I love that guy.
Shout out to Ryan Newman.
Caleb Campbell completes a pass to Evan on the right side. He's going to take it for about 9 yards and tackled out of bounds. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter here. We've had a good broadcast here tonight. We cried. We laughed.
Talked about Dustin.
We talked about Dustin.
And his playing.
And his
band playtime.
And his band. We talked about Seth Lyman tackling a guy. Well, not tackling him, but shoving him into a tackle. Probably the greatest play I've ever seen, to be honest.
Hitter on AF's team, and he's a kicker from PG.
I think Seth Lyman replaced the fake punt as the greatest play in history. Caleb Campbell's going to throw it over the middle, incomplete. Looking for number something on the play. More flags on the play. As the ref's more trigger happy with his flags tonight than I am with a video game controller on 2K. Shout out to 2K20, probably the greatest video game ever created. As I'm eating Twizzlers here in the booth. Very sad. Pleasant Grove's going to take the ball. First down. 1:03 left in the game. If we could just get this over, that'd be nice. In the words of the Beach Boys, wouldn't it be nice? And there's more flags on the play. And the American Fork parents are not happy, as American Fork parents tend to be.
I feel so bad for him. He's just down low.
So it looks like it's going to be Pleasant Grove ball going about 5, taking it back 5 yards. This has been a rough one for sure. I'd like to give a big thank you to our crew tonight. Matt and Josh on the sideline getting some great footage. Braden and Colby returning. And yes, that was PG kids. I know all 3 of them. Me and Tanner doing play-by-play color analysis.
Color commentary.
I apologize, Tanner.
No, I was just stating it.
Tanner was stating a fact, as we tend to do here at PGSN. Caleb Campbell rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it downfield. Caught at the 8-yard line by number 2, Caden Bishop. And our student section is slowly dying like a goat with diabetes.
Poor goat with diabetes.
If there's any goats watching, we apologize. No goats were harmed in the making of this broadcast. Caleb Campbell gets a snap, throws it to the end zone. Number 22, Cale Mickelson. He extends over for a touchdown. Go Vikings.
Shout out to that one girl that was annoying us all night.
Yeah.
Nobody knows her name, and we're happy she left.
She finally left, but for some reason she was in here. She was on the AF broadcast crew talking to us all night.
Does anybody know what her name was? We have a no from everybody.
We have a resounding no.
Was it like Jill or something?
Pleasant Grove's going for 2 here.
If her name was Jill, we shout out Jill.
Her name is probably Joe.
Okay, let's just
Joe Mama.
We're done. Joe Mama? No.
Pleasant Grove's going for 2 here. Trips right, Rex Porter on the left side. Coach Mark Woon's going to call a timeout with 37.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Not 26.
It says 26 over there.
Nuh-uh. It's what?
38-26 for the Vikings. Yes, Tanner. Tanner was unaware that the Cale Mickelson had previously scored a touchdown on the play.
Three of us were all unaware that we
Shout out to Cale Mickelson.
As American Fork Stadium continues to play mediocre music.
Cheerleaders are mediocre compared to Pleasant Groves.
Yes. I don't care. Their DJ is Nothing.
Shout out to DJ Glenn once again.
Shout out to DJ Dadhat, our teammate here at PGSN. Ethan Morley, you can hear him on KPGR every Monday night, 8:30 to 10. Family Bro Evening, probably the greatest show in the history of FM radio. As Tanner Keith is dying beside me, drinking his body armor, which is failing in its name. Alright, Pleasant Grove's coming out the same play. They got trips right, Rex Connors left.
I'm back.
Caleb gets a snap. Hey, I'm calling the play. Back off.
And he drops the pass.
And Tanner's taking over my play-by-play position.
You're welcome. There's 30 seconds left. Just let me live my dream.
37 seconds left as Tanner wants to live his dream as a play-by-play announcer, as I'm announcing his life.
Hey.
Tanner was born in a small town in Mississippi. Probably Hootenanny or something. Tanner was always an interesting child. At the age of 3, he wrestled an alligator to death.
Beat it.
At the age of 4, he wrote his own essay against slavery.
Beat it. The one thing I have not beat in my life is
diabetes.
Type 1 diabetes. For those of you looking to find a cure for that,
shout out to Mr. Newman. Shout out to Mr. Newman, probably one of our most loyal viewers, sticking it around here.
Ryan Newman, the greatest driver's ed teacher. Make sure you always get to see the ghost cat.
Of course.
I don't know what that means because I only have my permit. Seth Lyman's going to kick it away here for Pleasant Grove. Seth Lyman, really one of the only bright spots on the night here for Pleasant Grove, going 4 for 4 on the field goal on PAT attempts. No, ladies and gentlemen, that's not a Wendy's order. That's Seth Lyman's PAT attempts.
I think after you hear it 4,000 times, it kind of gets old. He is on the ground, refs.
And the American Fork player falls on the ground, looking sad.
All hyped up because they actually got to touch the ball.
And the American Fork players bench warmers are taking the field as the bench mob for Pleasant Grove is continuing to stay on the bench, which I'm sure makes Ethan Morley and our teammate Brigham Ray overjoyed that they don't get any playing time.
Best bench warmers of 2019.
Yes, Brigham Ray and Ethan Morley definitely get the Best Bench Warmers award, as we love them so dearly here at Pleasant Grove Sports Network.
Nationally ranked among bench warmers.
Yes, indeed. I hear Brigham's being scouted to play bench warmer for Alabama.
South Dakota State also offered him a huge contract. Season tickets.
American Fork's going to take a knee here. I don't know why, because the clock never started.
Yeah, the clock hasn't gone.
Nice going, Sherlock. And there's flags on the play again.
The Venmo account is blowing up for these referees.
Oh, Newman says the ghost cat's the best.
Newman says the ghost cat's the best. Shout out to Mr. Newman. I have Sauls for history, but
if Newman can name who I am over air, he will be my favorite teacher for the rest of my life. Replacing Coach Clem and Coach Scoville up there.
28 seconds left in the game. Vikings 26, Cavemen 38. A disappointing loss for Pleasant Grove here tonight, but the Pleasant Grove student sections are remaining mighty true and blue as they're sticking around till the final seconds tick away in this game. 24, 22, 21, 20, 19, you get the gist, ladies and gents. So they're going to take a knee and it's going to be over. The final score here tonight, your American Fork Cavemen.
No, he said my name. No.
The American Fork Cavemen 38, the Pleasant Grove Vikings 26, as American Fork gets the win here. And they're storming the field, and the lights are having another spaz attack as we apologize to our viewers with epilepsy.
Some people say this is how I got my disease, but we will call this a game here from American
Tanner,
Fork.
what were you think some things that AFL did well this game?
Well, they scored more points than we did. They had a successful passing game, and they scored on offense more than we did.
Definitely a lot of room for Pleasant Grove to improve. Stay tuned next week. Do we know who we're playing next week, boys? We're playing Westlake on a Thursday, yeah? We're playing Westlake next Thursday at 7. Make sure to tune in. Be there, be square, as the saying goes. That's all for now. This is PGSN. I'm Brendon Larson.
And I'm Tanner Keith.
Thank you for tuning in, folks. Once again, the final score, the American Fork Cavemen 38, your Pleasant Grove Vikings 26. And that's all for tonight. That's all, folks.
Adios, my friends.